It's 6 missed calls on my 6 Motorola. Like everything in threes when I'm thinking things over. I'm in the Range Rover off-road, damn Boulder. I hit, pop the driver's side tire, put a hole in the shit. So I go to the trunk to get the spare and the tire iron. Stare at my reflection in the tire iron. Oh, you slimy old dog, handsome devil, you bastard. I see why you get the M's like a W backwards.
So what's your name and what's your tag?
My name is Blake Traverse. Traverse is, and then there's Travy, short for Traverse. So, yeah.
What brings you to Springfield today?
I am here for work training. So the Contender Esports that is over down the street, we're opening one in Charleston.
Really?
So yeah, I'm going to be the manager. I'm a manager in training. I'm here for training. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been here since Tuesday.
And you're from North Carolina?
South Carolina.
South Carolina?
Charleston, South Carolina.
Awesome. So one thing I ask a lot of people, and we can take this conversation in whatever direction you want. Yeah. You just beat my ass 3-0 in bracket. How'd the rest of your bracket go?
Okay, so I was in both Ultimate and Melee. I was going back and forth between the two. I ended up losing to the first seed in Melee, and then a Captain Falcon, who I don't play versus. I don't play versus Captain. There's no Falcons in South Carolina, so I'm fine with that. I got 4th in Melee. Over in Ultimate, I got 5th. I beat like the 3rd seed, so I'm happy with that.
Yo, nice. So, and who do you play in Ultimate?
I play Game & Watch.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So tell me a little bit, how'd you get into Smash?
Yeah, so I had a friend in middle school. I'm 20, so I went to my first tournament 6 years ago. I was 14 years old.
Okay.
He was familiar with the scene. His older brother played some Melee. So we went to our first tournament at College of Charleston together, and it was a 5-man Smash 4 local.
Okay.
First round, I played my friend, and he was better than me, so I lost to my friend.
Yeah.
Second round, I played some random guy who beat me with Shulk, I think, so whatever. I went 0-2, and then we played PM. I went 0-2 in PM. I lost like a PR, Squirtle, whatever. I didn't do so hot. I then went home. My dad was like, hey, you can be running tournaments. So I said, okay. He let me use our garage to run tournaments. And
your dad let you use your garage? Yo, shout-outs to Dad.
He wanted me to run tournaments.
That's awesome.
He was like, hey, you can make some money, a little bit of money, by just running a tournament every month out of our garage. So I started doing that when I was 14. And then I kept doing that until my freshman year of college because I had to go to college. So 4 years, I think, of just running tournaments.
So you ran tournaments literally out of your garage.
Out of my garage.
What was the name of the tournament series?
Pleasant Smash. The town was called Mount Pleasant. Pleasant Smash.
Dude, I love that.
Yeah.
What drew you to Smash? What you said you started with PM earlier?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I played Smash for PM. My friend I told you was the one who got me interested in competitive Smash Bros. I played casual Smash.
Yeah.
Like I played Brawl when I was a kid. I played 64 at my next door neighbor's house. Yeah. I loved Smash when I was a kid. I had it on the DS. My friend was like, drop the DS, here's a GameCube, we're going to play without items and stuff like that. So I was happy. I learned how to wobble. Yeah. Eventually, I was like, yeah, this is my character. So I still play some Ice Climber to this day, even though I main Luigi. So, I mean, yeah. Soon after I started playing, I pretty much just went to my garage tournaments, but eventually some of the guys from Charleston got me out to the bigger tournaments in the capital of South Carolina, Columbia. So I went to Salt in the City was the tournament name. So they had a big monthly. Esam used to go to it because he went to Clemson at the time.
Oh, cool.
So we had Esam and we had some other good South Carolina players. This is back when South Carolina was trash. So I was trash, but the rest of the state was also trash with me. So
yeah. What is the current state of the South Carolina scene?
Much stronger. So we have LSD now.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah. So LSD at that time he's a year younger than me, so he was 13 when I was 14. He started playing in tournaments when he was 10. He was a little kid. We have videos of him, 4'6" little kid playing Marth, just spamming forward smash and beating people because why not?
Forward smash is a good move. Dude.
Yeah, and now he's top 40 in the world. So he's kind of like the scene's little brother in a way. So he's great. Logan's great. And then we had Arfang for Ultimate. I think he's the top ranked Pichu in the world. I think he's 38th.
Pichu in Ultimate?
Pichu in Ultimate.
Yo, Pichu's hype in Ultimate.
Yeah.
Pichu's my main in Ultimate.
He's hype. Like he's the guy you love to watch because he does crazy combos.
Yeah.
And stuff. So we have that. We had other good players as well, in Ultimate mostly. But South Carolina is just becoming a really strong scene.
Nice.
In the past few years. It's great. Yeah.
So what are your goals with Smash? Because you play PM, you play Ultimate, you play Melee. Yeah. What are your goals?
So Project M, I was really close to getting top 10 in the state. COVID ended our season. So I couldn't get to PR because we have a Arcadian coming up in September, so I haven't been ranked yet. I want to win hopefully all 3 events. That would be so funny. Yeah. That would be great. But at least PM and maybe Melee, I'd like to win. Maybe if I get lucky, I'll win Ultimate. Who knows? Just got to keep practicing Ultimate, really. But, my next goal, I guess, is win the arcade and get ranked in Melee and PM and keep going from there. I'm going to Riptide. Are you guys going to Riptide?
I think Gaz is going. I think Seven is going. I'm not going to be going.
I'm registered for PM and Melee.
Yo, okay.
And I'm hoping to just get out of pools at least.
Yeah.
I think I can.
Yeah.
So I've only been out of pools at one major. It was DreamHack Atlanta. It was Ultimate. So I would like to get out of Melee pools for once because I can't for some reason. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Those are close. Those are like my short-term goals.
Yeah.
PR, get good, do good at Riptide. So
why do you play Luigi in Melee?
So I like being the slippery little shit. So I like dashing around, being annoying. People at my scene hate playing me. I've had controllers thrown against me.
Really?
Oh, it's a thing. So people don't like playing against me, and I love that. That feeds me. So I know they're going to agree with me that they don't like playing against me, but I love it. So Luigi kind of feeds into that. Game Watch is the same way. He's an annoying little character that everyone likes playing. But in Project Plus, I play ZSS.
Okay,
That's
cool.
more of a normal character.
Yeah.
Think of it like Marth and Captain Falcon made a baby. There's ZSS. So I play a normal character there. 64, I play Pikachu. Your average top tier. But
well, I gotta say, I actually really enjoy playing Luigi.
Yeah.
I wish I would have played better in our set because I truly think I have more to show with my Luigi matchup. With what I can do. So I didn't play as well as I would have liked to play against you.
Sure.
But I like playing against Luigi. I think he's a fun character to play against because you can't let him get his offense started.
Oh, yeah.
And it's almost like this whole game of like you have to abuse the things. Luigi's like a Pillsbury Doughboy. He gets poked with something and then it's like, okay, I've got him where I want him.
Yeah.
But other than that, he's moving around, and it's like you just want to keep him from getting started. I love that about playing Luigi. I think he's a very dynamic and fun character to play against.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like a lot of top players hate playing versus Luigi because of the way that you have to play against Luigi. I don't think it's Luigi the character. It's just the way you have to play against Luigi makes you play lame.
Yeah.
People don't like playing lame.
Yeah.
So, as Marth, you just have to keep poking at down tilt, forward tilt.
I don't know why I didn't down tilt, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, shout outs to Karch, the guy basically came up with the melee. Karch used to beat my ass, and then one day I just started down tilting, and mid-game he goes, well, I see you figured it out. And I was just like, yeah. So I don't know why I didn't down tilt more, but no, I really enjoy playing against Luigi, so never let the hate seep in.
I never do. I come to tournaments all the time, and I never let it get to me, because I know they're still my buddies outside of Smash.
Exactly.
So it's like
exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah. Tell me about your run in Ultimate today.
Yeah, so I started off round 1. I lost my round 1. And then
how did you feel after that happened?
It was versus Ike, and I don't like that character.
Why not?
Because Big Sword, I don't like going in versus Big Sword. It's the same in Melee. It's just
can't you Game & Watch throw the beans at him or whatever? What does Game & Watch have?
Yeah, but the sword's the meat that he throws. So I throw my sausages. He just throws out big hitboxes.
Sword beats meat.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And so, like those big disjoint characters, I want to jump in and they just walk back forward tilt, and I'm back and I've taken 20 damage for no reason. It's just hard to find a way in.
Right. So you lose to the Ike. You go into loser's bracket.
Yeah. My next match was a Yoshi. We have a PR Yoshi at home in my town. I'm good versus Yoshi. I like the matchup somewhat. So I beat him. Next match was a Zelda. My town has 2 PR Zeldas. I'm more comfortable versus that. He pulls out Lucario at game 3. My neighbor, my best friend Clay, is a Wii Fit Lucario dual main. So I was just like, okay, these are matchups that I know. Next match, the 3rd seed, I don't remember his tag, but he played Joker. Joker's, he's a good character. He kind of, it was back and forth. I think all 3 games I won were comebacks.
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
So.
That's how you know, I feel like, sometimes in tournament, it's not like you like destroy somebody, but it's like you're kind of winning these games and you're winning them from a lead. I feel like you're playing well when you can really cinch those comebacks.
I'm not the type of person who gets nervous. I think that's my biggest strength in Smash. I don't get nervous. I can, control my emotions enough to be able to make these comebacks.
Yeah,
so that's my biggest strength.
I'm kind of curious about that because I used to never get nervous.
Yeah.
Now that we've come back from COVID, I feel like I have nerves now, and I don't know how to deal with them because I used to never care. Like, I used to never get nervous. So, like, how do you stay calm? Or does just nothing bother you? Is it like water off a duck?
So, my scene, we like to get loud and rowdy. Pound 2019, I'm in my ultimate pool. My boys are back behind me making barnyard noises, going moo and bok, and my opponents are getting mad. I'm loving it because I'm used to just, like, people behind me. I love the crowd and the attention when I'm playing. So I guess I'm just born in the flames. You know, I'm used to that might be it.
Well,
maybe it's just my personality. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I used to love that stuff. And then, so when you and I were playing earlier and FlowerDog was sitting behind us, I think I got like an edge guard on you or something. And he said something like, "What an edge guard," but it kind of in like a joking voice.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it just like made me nervous. Like, I don't know why. I used to love that stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like I need to get that back. I don't know. Maybe quarantine made me like what's it called? We don't like going outside or whatever, agoraphobic or something.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
But
know,
so you're
maybe.
kind of born from the flames. You're kind of like, okay, that's awesome.
I enjoy it. I've always been a part of it. We did online tournaments, and we would sit in this Discord chat. And we would still talk during our matches. You know, a lot of the time cheering against me. Because that's just how my scene is. When I'm against Charleston players, they cheer against me. Anybody else, they cheer for me.
Cool.
Because, you know, that's just how it is.
Dude, I hope you get PR, dude. I'm holding out for you.
PM, I know I can. Melee, it might be a little bit more work because, you know, the scene's a little bit better in Melee. We got our scene's getting, you know, we got the good players.
Do you think you'd ever switch mains? No?
I've tried.
You've tried?
I've tried. I can't get rid of this pink, slidey guy. He's just with me forever. He's just like my soulmate character. I've tried to get rid of him, but he just keeps slipping back into my hands.
What's your favorite thing about Luigi?
His combo game.
Mm-hmm.
I get a Nair and I can get 70% on any character.
Mm-hmm.
On Puff, I can get 70% off a combo, and not many characters can do that.
Dude, your timing, when I'd be comboing you, I'd always be looking out for you doing Nair to get out of the combo.
Yeah.
Your timings for when you Nair are really good, dude.
I used to mash it. In Ultimate, I used the same thing with down air. Can't watch down air. It's like the same thing. They've taught me, like I've kind of had to figure out that you can't match that. So I'm more patient with it than 2 years ago when I used to be bad. I mix up my recovery, my landing, etc. So the defensive play is my biggest, I think, improvement over the past few years.
Yeah, which you need as Luigi, or you're just gonna die.
Yeah. I was playing against who was the first seed? What's his tag?
The Gaz, the Marth.
Gaz, yeah.
Yeah.
When I first came in, I played friendlies. Every time he down tilted me off stage, I just teched it. He's like, "Why are you hitting every single tech?" I'm like, "I have to."
He said, "You have to live." Yeah. Yeah. So going back to your ultimate run, so you go into losers.
Yep.
You fought the Lucario player, beat them.
Yeah.
Then what happened?
Joker, I mentioned that. That was 3-1 my favor. I go on stream. This is losers quarters. I play a hero, another big sword character. Have you seen anything like Hero?
I know a little bit about Hero, not much.
He's my worst nightmare. He's completely RNG based. He gets like, even I hear the commentators, they're saying, "Oh, this guy's getting so lucky." I'm like, I know, because I'm losing. So I ended up pulling out the Rob because he's like a super easy character.
Rob the robot?
Rob the robot.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually take game 3 pretty close. I'm in the lead up until the end where, again, he gets lucky. He gets like his good RNG stat, whatever it is, and he ends up beating me. And I'm like, all right. He played Hero. I kind of expected this. I'm fine with losing to Hero because I suck versus that character. It's whatever. Bad bracket luck, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. So you end up and that was your last match?
Yeah, I was losers quarters. I got 5th after that.
So how do you feel about how you played overall?
I felt all right. Back home, I don't do so well in Ultimate anymore because people have gotten so better. I didn't play during quarantine. I'm bad now comparatively. I come here, I get 5th. That's good for me. I'm happy with that. I'm trying to get de-rusted in Ultimate.
Yeah.
Melee, I'm fine. I've been playing that all quarantine. Ultimate, I got to get back into the shape of things. So I'm working on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, before I hit you with what's going to be my last question, is there anything on your mind? Anything you want to talk about?
So
Any questions you have for me?
I want to talk about my TO experience after my high school where I did Pleasant Smash.
Yes.
So I did a lot of work with the Project M community when I was up in Columbia, South Carolina. That's where I went to college. PM was dead. 2019, we had 50 unique PM players, which is bad.
That's bad?
All year, that's bad.
Oh, for us, that'd be cool.
I know. I mean, we have a scene, which is better than most states. But for me, like, I want to play more than just the PR players and the really bad Ultimate players who pick up the controller, don't know what they're doing. That's like, those are the players who play PM. So I do this thing. I have my setup. I go to the tournament, the college, an hour and a half north. I say, hey, let me run PM there. I go to my weekly that I run in Columbia because I'm running the weekly at that point.
Yeah.
I say, hey, I'm running PM now. I don't ask. I tell.
Yeah.
Like, I'm saying, like, I'm running PM. Charleston starts running PM. Clemson, they already ran PM at their weekly. So I'm bringing my stream setup every tournament. I go to at least 5 tournaments a week. So I'm driving with my friend Gage, who lives in Colombia. I'm going almost every day.
That's amazing.
Whatever tournament. And I set up a circuit. So basically, you would go to a tournament, whatever place you get out of how many people, you would get points. Ideally, the more people that enter the bracket, the more points you get if you get first. So it rewards activity. 6 months later, which didn't happen because of COVID, there would have been like a $500 invitational for the top 16 people with the most points.
Yeah.
So
and you just did all that yourself?
Yeah, I did it all by myself.
Dude, that's badass, dude.
So in the first 3 months, because March was the last month, we went from 50 all of 2019 to 150 January to March.
Yo, so that's amazing.
I think that I'm proud of that. That's like
you
one
should
of my
be. That's
biggest
amazing.
Accomplishments at the TO.
Yeah.
I revived the PMC, I guess.
What did you do to bring in new players?
So at first, at my weekly, anybody who never played PM before or never played in a PM bracket, I paid for their entry.
That's hype.
And then we started at $1 entry. Once people got more into it, I entered it. I started going $3 entry. That brought out the good players, the people from Charleston and stuff like that. The people from North Carolina started coming down, and because they didn't have a scene, so we had our 20-man $3 weeklies, which is a comparison to not even having enough people most weeks. So I mean that's a big improvement.
Yeah.
Rock Hill, Winthrop University, which is the tournament I told them I'm running PM now. They went from not having a PM scene to having like half their ultimate scene playing PM just because like they had fun.
Yeah.
My friend who I mentioned who played Lucari and WeFit, he plays PM, but he doesn't. If there's no tournaments, he's not going to play PM.
Yeah.
Now that there's tournaments, he actually wants to play the game because he wants to be competitive. COVID happened January. I ended up moving to Vancouver for 5 months with the intention of being a TO there running PM. They didn't have a PM scene. I wanted to revive that. Unfortunately, I had to come back because COVID's still bad there. Maybe in a few years I move back there and I do my plan. Vancouver PM scene. They have a big melee scene. They have a big ultimate scene. No PM. So I want to do that. That's my goal, I guess, if I move back there.
Well, I got to say, I really love your mindset about that because I think something a lot of people who, let's say like they watch, like Summit or something. I think what a lot of like spectator fans of Melee don't understand is that like the scene is just the scene outside like Mango Zane. It's built upon people just loving the game and giving people opportunities to play the game. And so I love your perspective on this and like what you've done. I think it's incredible. But what motivates you to TO? You tell me you have all these plans, but I gotta say, that origin of your dad saying run tournaments out of the garage, that's amazing, dude.
My dad he works in finance, but before that he was a professional hockey player. He played in the NHL,
No fucking way.
He's always thinking about the big ideas of like, he's in finance now, so how can I make money? How can I be the best thing I can be, best tournament organizer, the best player I can be? Because he played StarCraft when he was in the NHL.
Really?
So, yeah.
Dude, your dad sounds amazing.
Whenever he was the hockey, out of region hockey tournaments, his bus tournaments, he had the PSP with Call of Duty on it, or whatever game he played. So like, he played games. He understands that games are growing as an industry. So now I'm at Contender. I'm trying to do that as a job. I'm getting, good amount of money just to run events and manage the esports place in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm happy. That's where I wanted to be 6 years ago.
That's awesome, dude.
So I'm doing well. I'm happy.
It's kind of a cool coincidence you say that too, because today I've been thinking a lot about like keeping our intentions at the forefront of our mind and just acting on those thoughts. I mean, it's a beautiful way to make a life. And so I think that's just so cool that like you've been TOing all these years and now you can make a career out of TOing, basically. So. That's incredible, dude.
That's the goal. A manager job that pays, enough.
Uh-huh.
Not enough for me to move out of my parents' house, but enough. If I can go to an esports team, like my goal is, I love 100 Thieves. That's my favorite esports team. I want to work for them. That sounds sick. That's my goal.
Well, I believe you're going to make it, dude.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. This will be my last question for you.
Sure.
So you enjoy playing Smash. Yeah. What's your relationship with competition like? Do you care if you win or lose? Do you get sad when you lose? Like,
no, I love competition. I told you my dad was a hockey player. The competition, I was an athlete up until in ninth grade because I had Osgood-Schlatter's disease. Nothing crazy. I grew too fast and my ligaments in my knees didn't grow enough. So I'm fine now. I don't have it anymore because it's just a puberty thing. But I had to stop playing sports. So right after that I stopped playing sports, I used Smash as a competitive outlet. I'm competitive. My brother, maybe not as competitive, but he could have been in college soccer. He's going to college right now. if he wanted to, he could have been in like a D2, D1 soccer team. My dad, I told you, he out of high school he went into the NHL. That he had a career that lasted 20 years.
Who did he play for? Can I ask?
What's that?
Who did he play for?
I think 92 or 93, he got drafted to the Ottawa Senators. Ended up going to, I want to say Boston, then Montreal, then Anaheim, then Dallas.
Okay.
So, and then he moved on to the minor leagues. We spent 3 years in Germany because he played in the German league. So, and then after that, he retired, went to finance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you enjoy competition?
It's like literally in my blood because my entire family is sports based. So I mean, I was sports based until Smash, and now I'm Smash based, and I'm competitive.
Yeah.
I want to win.
I like that, dude.
Yeah.
I think some people struggle with losing. Some people struggle with their relationship with winning.
Yeah.
And I think it's cool to want to win. I think it's cool to like do what it takes to win.
Yeah.
And so I love that. I love doing that.
Because I know people get mad when they lose. For me, it's just like, what did I do wrong? How can I do better next time?
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I think about. I don't get mad. I don't do those. I don't throw my controller. I think that's stupid. But
yeah. Hey, I'm sorry that's happened to you so much.
Again, I thrive off of it. When people do it to me, I'm fine. I would never do it to somebody else because I know that's just not the best way to handle your loss.
Well, there's something Scar said once on a set. It is a silly Scarism, but he was like, it's okay to acknowledge the salt, but you can't let the salt into your heart.
Right.
And that's just the truth.
Yeah.
Like, so you got beat. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happens.
Well, do you have any other thoughts, dude? I've really enjoyed talking with you, man.
I mean, I guess when I was in college, I told you I went to 5 times a week. I went to, I think in the span of graduating high school and COVID, so I started CEO 2019, EVO, so I went to Vegas, DreamHack Atlanta.
Are you leaving soon? Oh, okay.
He's waiting for me. He wants to play me.
Oh.
Yeah, he wants to play me. That was in November. December, funny story about this, I went to New Jersey for an ultimate tournament called Tri-State Showdown. I was in the back of Arfang's car, which is, he said he had 3 rows. The 3rd row didn't have any leg space. I'm fetal position, the 13-hour drive up. The entire way, I'm just in fetal position, like just trying to sleep as much as possible to like ignore the pain.
Yes.
Because
oh my god.
The week after that, I went to Genesis, and I went to a big regional in North Carolina that they had. And the plan was I wanted to go to Blacklisted, but that got canceled. That was going to be in May. That's a PM major. Now I have plans to go to Riptide. I mentioned.
Nice.
That's my next one. So I'm fiending to travel and go to these events.
Hell yeah, dude.
Beating other regions. That's what I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you beat a good number of us today, and we're happy to have you.
You're right. Thank you for having me, by the way.
Yeah, hey, did you have a chance to play FlowerDog?
I did not.
Yo, play FlowerDog. He's long-haired, brown-haired guy.
Yeah.
Play him before you leave, okay?
There's a lot of people who want to play me, or somebody else wants me to play them.
Well, why don't you go hit the setups, man? Wait, actually, you two beat it. You. Oh, yeah. That's who I want to talk to. Roman, come in close.
All right, let me bring my drinks over.
So I've wanted to talk to you for a few weeks now.
Yeah, I haven't showed up, really.
You've been in the scene probably longer than anybody else here.
By far.
So let's just start at the beginning, dude. How'd you get into Melee? Oh, by the way, anyone listening, this is Roman. Is that your real name?
Yes.
So you're just Roman?
Yeah, my old tag was Zentetsu. Before that, it was BHLMRO, but that's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Switch to Zentetsu maybe a few years later. And then, I got tired of being called Zentetsu in real life. I'm not Asian. I'm a very white person. So, it felt weird. About, 5 years ago, I was like, I'm just going to use my regular name. I like it enough that
Are those whiskey cokes?
Yeah.
Oh, my God,
Plural.
dude. And so tell me a little bit about how you got into Melee.
It all really started when I was 12. I played Smash since release in 99. I was 5 or 6 years old, and my neighbors had 64 and things, and then they got Melee, and we'd play casually and whatnot. But once I was 12, I kind of got a Melee kick again, and my buddy, who was just a forward smashing Marth guy, kept beating me, and I was like, I need to look up online to see what I got to do to beat him.
And who did you like to play at the time?
At the time, it was Fox, actually. But I was also just doing up Bs, side Bs, just not competitive stuff. So I found Smashboards, learned about the competitive scene, and within a month or two, I just ended up just reigning over my town, my street, and everything. Everyone quit after I just got way too good, I guess, for casual level, and I just kind of kept playing. This is in 2006. So it's been a while. Back then, no melee scene was in Springfield or anything like that, so I found 64 net play. That was the thing. So,
it existed even back then?
Yeah. I mean, 64
that's
net
awesome.
play has existed since like 2002 or 2003.
Really?
Yeah, it's old. It's the original like Smash net play, and it was the core reason I got into 64 was because I didn't have any other competition. I was like, I want to play competitive Smash. The only way I could do is net play. So, yeah, I did net play for about from like 2006 to about 2009 or 10, and then that's when the melee scene started kind of forming here around Springfield, and got into melee, dropped 64, played melee exclusively for about 2010 to 2009, 2010 to maybe like 2013, 2014, and then took a break, and then went back to 64, and then I'm just kind of been forward since then.
Man, there's so much I want to ask you about because so you were actually the first Springfield Smash player I knew anything about. I moved to Springfield in 2013, and I started kind of what's the word? I kind of started lurking.
Oh, yeah?
Around just like the Springfield social medias, because I spent a lot of years of my Smash career on like the outer rim, just playing with weirdos and meeting weird people.
You never went to any of the tournaments or anything?
I didn't go to a tournament here until 2016. And the weird thing was I used to run my own tournaments with my friends, and I just didn't know there were tournaments. But I would see your name places all the time. And I don't know if I like sent you an awkward friend request at some point in like 2015 or something.
You may have.
But I just you were like the Springfield Smash guy who I knew about from the inside looking out. That and Gaz, who would post pictures in his C9 tank top on the fucking Facebook. Okay, so tell me about. I want to talk to you a lot about Smash 64, but we'll get to that later. Tell me about the evolutions from your perspective of the Springfield Smash scene. Tell me a little bit about the players who came and went.
So, again, I started in 06, and the reason I picked up 64 net play was because I had no people to play with melee with. I mean, I even tried to reach out for Springfield people, looking around Smash boards, and Facebook really wasn't popping at the time or anything like that, so Smash boards was really my only option. I even went to a few tournaments, I think, like, a couple in, like, maybe about a handful, maybe about 5 between 2007 and 2009 before we had this, the melee scene in Springfield. I would travel up to St. Louis and Kansas City, have my mom take me up there, rent a hotel, that kind of shit.
Did you play Dark Atma?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, played Dark Atma a lot. I've got some old friendlies where, like, I was actually doing pretty on par with him and stuff.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, yeah, he definitely surpassed me since then. But, yeah, I was doing a lot of casual stuff like that. But what really kickstarted it was Zivelin Bain. You've heard him and everything. Michael. He moved to Springfield from Kansas City. He was previously from California, and you got to get him on here sometime.
I would love to.
Is an OG.
He's the other guy. It was you, him, and Bruce were the guys I knew.
Him, Bruce, Terrell, and I are probably the oldest ones still kind of standing, but we're still kind of scarce. But Michael came from California and played in the old days of Melee in, like, I'm talking 2001 to 2005. He was going at the Ken House tournament or Isaiah House tournaments.
Really?
And all that. Yeah, he's got stories really, really old school. So he comes into the picture, I want to say like 2010, maybe it was 2011, but he hits me up on Smashboards. He's like, hey, I'm moving to Springfield. Do you know of any Smash scenes? And I'm just ecstatic. I'm like, no, but I'm down to fucking play. Let's play. So he starts looking around, and I guess I must have missed something because he ended up finding what they called the Pathways tournaments. It was an old church off Dale Street, just kind of in the rough downtown area, but they hosted brawl tournaments and stuff. So he's like, let me see if we can get them to play Melee and all that stuff. We go up, and I meet him for the first time, and we play some Melee, and I'm like, oh, yes, this is something special. Everyone else kind of sucked, though, but it's like, we can build something from this. So that started the Pathways era. We're meeting up on monthly tournaments, things like that. Then we start connecting with the St. Louis, the Rolla, the Columbia, and the Kansas City scenes. Starting to get into high school, starting to be able to drive. I can make this work and everything like that. So, I mean, the scene kind of kick-started from that. We would travel around, have a lot of local rivalries. We had a big regional called Mist. Had Axe come in, Kage, a few other good players. Kels from Chicago, things like that. And had a big tournament here, and things were really rolling.
Springfield?
Yeah. Like, things were really rolling and stuff. We had a lot of donations to make that tournament work, too. Strong Bad, I don't know if you're familiar with him. Yeah, he was another local. He was one of my big rivals, too, during Melee and things like that. But, yeah, I mean, it was really just kind of like a big circle of tournaments in that, and I started to kind of fall off in 2014 when that...
Why?
Because
for a lot of people, so for some context... I would play PM and Melee pretty competitively among a friend group of mine, maybe like 2011, 2012. And it was kind of ironic because when the documentary came out, it actually killed my interest in playing a little bit, but it made me more interested in the scene.
Yeah.
But it actually killed my interest in playing for a little bit. So it's interesting to hear you say in 2014 you kind of fell off a bit because that's when so many new players were coming to the game.
I'll contribute most of that to my age. I just moved out, got my own apartment, got out of high school, partying, things like that, and I just didn't have time for Smash. Is really what it was. I prioritized partying over Smash, which I wish I didn't in retrospect, but at the same time, like, it is what it is.
Dude, I literally was thinking that same thought earlier today. Like, when I got to college, my goal was, like, I just want to get drunk. What I wish I would have done is gone to tournaments. I would have met you in 2013, but I just wanted to get wasted in my dorms.
Yeah,
so.
That's it. I got an apartment. I was like, I can party in my apartment whenever I want. I'm going to do that all the time, and I'm always hungover, couldn't commit to plans. So I started falling off a bit there, but I did go to EVO 2013 when Melee first came back there, so that was nice. And I actually plays pretty decently. I was one game away from getting top 64.
Really?
Yeah.
Who'd you play?
I played Hacks beat me in winners finals.
Cool.
And then I got knocked to losers finals where I played Bobak. And I just don't have any ICs matchups. We didn't have a single ICs player here, so I just got screwed on that match. I mean, it was kind of close. I mean, I barely almost cracked top 64, but yeah, barely missed it. And I think that put me at like 90-something. Probably the best I've done in a singles tournament at least. But yeah, after that, I was just like exhausted from Smash and just started slowing down and things like that. I also didn't really have too much faith in it growing much beyond what it did. I'm still shocked at what esports has become. Even though when I was younger, I was like, this is definitely going to be a thing that's going to be big, but I just never imagined it be on the caliber it is nowadays.
Yeah. So you kind of started to fall off 2014. Walk me through these last 7 years.
Okay, so about 2013, 2014, I started falling off on Melee, and then again, I'm partying at my apartment doing stupid shit. But I ended up getting a PC built and stuff. I was like, I need to isolate myself from my roommates and kind of like do my own thing. And I was like, let me check out 64 net play again. So I started diving into that, and that's kickstarted my 64 net play again because I mean, I truly enjoy 64 a lot more than Melee. I do think Melee is the better game in general, but I mean, just for me personally, I just love the physics and everything at 64. So I started playing that a bit, but there's still like that local sense and everything that wants me to come back to Melee because there's not a single 64 player here anymore. We had one guy who was here for a while and I lost contact.
Drew?
Pretty decent. No, Drew is one of my like real tight friends. He doesn't play any kind of Smash anymore, but I've known Drew was the one guy I've known since I was like 6 or 7 years old. He was the only other Melee player I had during that dead period.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was like I did have some Melee competition. It was just Drew and I down in Seymour doing that kind of stuff. But he goes in and out of Smash, and he's been out of it for a while. I don't think he's ever going to come back. Yeah, and at that time, Drew kind of like was already gone. Actually, I was playing Melee a little bit. He was doing pretty decent with hosting Melee Fest, but we kind of separated at that time. I was still focused on 64 and whatnot. Yeah. But yeah, I ended up coming back to 64 Melee just to kind of see some old people, like, because Rick, Turner, and Gaz would be the three that were there towards my end of my career, or towards the end of my like downfall and everything like that. Like Gaz was like 13 and stuff. Yeah. And I called him being good. I said it from the get-go because as a person who started at 12 or 13, I was like, if a kid gets like focused on Smash and stuff at this age, and the way he's dedicated to this, I'm like, this kid's gonna be good. Yeah, he's gonna do it.
He is good.
Sure enough, he fucking did it. I called it. Oh yeah, that's when you were starting to get. Yeah. I still remember the set that got. I think it's on Jesse's channel. Yeah, I bet.
So what about 2021? I mean, what do you have Smash goals? You just play for fun?
Play for fun at this point. I got to focus on college. I started college in like 2019, so I've been like putting Smash on the back burner. Trying to play 64 online more, but my controller's kind of jank. Has been for 2 years. Got to fix it.
You got the Hori pad? What do you got?
No, I use GameCube controller.
Oh,
There's
cool.
good adapters for it that gives you like 3 different range configurations, and you can map your buttons and all that kind of crap. But it's got bad flick back issues, and that shit is terrible in 64 with pivoting and like that. But I mean, I'm kind of just floating with Melee as it is. I'm kind of enjoying playing at these things, and I might attend a few tournaments and stuff. They're relatively close, and people are going. Probably not going to focus on like me being the guy to go out and do them. But if there's a car and I can get a ride for a few bucks or something, I'll probably consider it.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, I doubt you remember this, but the first time I played you in a tournament, We were playing on Battlefield, and
What tournament was this?
this was like 2 or 3 years ago. This is a long
It
time
had to have
ago.
been longer than that. I don't think I've entered a tournament that recently.
Well,
Maybe I did. I don't know.
maybe
Where was it at?
you just it was here. You just like came for fun.
Oh, okay, local tournament.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we were playing on Battlefield, and I was up 4 stocks to 1. And I was like, I've heard of Roman, like, I must be good. You just reverse 4 stocked me. I don't think I might have hit you like once. And then the next game we played was like a 4 stock. And I was
Yeah.
just like, oh my
I'll
God.
say one of my big like specialties. I play like really good on my last stock compared to my other ones. I really like straighten up and things like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, don't sleep on my last stock.
Well, let's turn it over to 64. I'm really interested in your perspective on Smash 64. I love Smash 64. I think it's sick. You like 64 more than Melee. Tell me about it. I mean, tell me why you like to play. Tell me who you main. Do you play all the weird new characters that they have in there and shit?
Yeah, I don't play too much Remix, which is weird. I thought I always wanted a game that was like Smash 64, but like remade. Because the biggest crutch I think 64 has right now is its character selections and stuff. There's a lot, like Pikachu, Captain Falcon, and Kirby are really incredibly jank and very boring to watch for the most part. They do the same kind of shit. But the mechanics itself in 64 I fucking love. I love the high hit stun. I love the, like, you know, you lose neutral. And everyone thinks it's 0 to deaths, and it's not, but I mean, it's damn near close compared to any other Smash game. So winning neutral is just incredibly important. And I feel that's what makes it closer to the traditional fighting game community more than any other Smash, because a lot of traditional fighters have combos you can't get out of, and that's what 64 has. But I always wanted something like a new game that took those mechanics but designed the characters better, and for whatever reason Remix does that in a pretty decent way, but for whatever reason it doesn't grab me as much.
Really?
I think I'm still stubborn about wanting to get better at vanilla, that I feel Remix is a distraction from me doing that, because I don't want to learn these janky characters. I want to learn the characters that are in the game and actually learn those matchups and everything like that.
Fair enough.
So, I mean, yeah, it's just the heavy combo base and the, like, winning neutral. I feel with... I mean, a good example for why I like it better than Melee is when I play Melee, a lot of the times I'll beat people, but they're beating themselves. They're doing technical flubs that I'm punishing on and crap like that. That doesn't exist as much in 64. I feel like each neutral that I win in 64, I'm actually outplaying my opponent. In Melee, it's like I'm just capitalizing on other people's mistakes, and that's not as rewarding to me mentally.
That's how I felt about my set with Mario today. I'm happy that I beat him, but I didn't feel like I beat him.
Yeah, there's one that stands out to me at one of these Pathways tournaments where, like, there's a tight set between me and this guy named Cookie Monster. I think it was like 2nd or 3rd in St. Louis at the time. And I had a pretty close, I mean, I wouldn't say close rivalry. I had a rivalry personally with him, but he still probably won 7 out of 10 of our sets. But there was a tight set in like losers semis or losers finals or something, and he just missed an air dot, like, or waveland, and I down smashed and won. And it just, like, I didn't feel good about that win. And that's really what kind of kickstarted this whole, like, I'm like, a lot of these games I'm winning, I don't feel rewarded because you fucked up. I didn't beat you. You just messed up, and I capitalized on that mistake. So, like, that just doesn't exist as much in 64, and I like the rewarding feeling of actually outplaying my opponent and that kind of stuff.
Who do you main in 64?
Falcon.
Falcon?
Yeah. I have a good cast of characters, I'd say. I mean, I've went through maining Pikachu, Fox, Falcon, Mario for a short period.
I love Ness, dude, in 64.
That's great. Like, he's fun, but man, he does not have any approach options. You have to, like, play really defensively.
So walk me through, let's say you're playing Falcon. Who's like the most common character you come across playing 64? Pikachu?
Pika and Kirby.
So walk
those
me
are the big
through, if it's possible to put into words, walk me through like how you approach neutral. You said that neutral's much more
I can
fun
put it
to...
in very simple words.
Okay.
I focus on microspacing a lot. So, I mean, I kind of understand the hitboxes of the game and everything like that. I will literally sit back and wait for you to approach, and I will just camp out bears with Falcon. And just short hop bears, move around platforms, camp out bears, make you approach, and then once I see an opportunity, I'll get my grab in or my up smash in, and then from there it's done. I can just UA you to beat, done. Which, again, is lame from a spectator perspective, but at the same time, a lot of people don't understand it's all that mindset on the neutral. It's getting that first hit in. Did you ever watch Street Fighter 4?
No.
That game, because that's something I don't get, is a lot of people don't like watching 64 because they're just like, oh, it's too campy and like slow and all that kind of stuff, but Street Fighter 4 was the same fucking way. They'll be moving back and forth and just throwing out neutral stuff, and once they get their hit, they'll get a combo in and like knock off a chunk of damage, and that's a lot what 64 is. I didn't get why one is favored and one's not appreciated, but it must be the Street Fighter name, I think, and just what people
I
are
think
forced
it
to
probably
play.
is. I've always been surprised that Smash 64 didn't take off more. I don't know. I think it's a really fun game to watch. I would play it more if it's a little defeating to play someone really good. Actually, I had a friend, my first exposure to a high level of 64 was this guy I knew from St. Louis named Dusty. And we were just hanging out one day, and he's like, "You want to come play Smash at my place?" And I thought he meant Melee, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, I'll go play some Melee." We ended up playing 64, and I think I played him for 3 hours straight. And it took me the first hour and a half to even take a stock. He could just play any character.
It's an incredibly punishing game.
It is, but it's fun for that reason because I feel like sometimes in Melee, I was talking with Mario about Falco Marth and like how it's hard for me sometimes to like visualize how to get in. Whereas in 64, it's like because you can so clearly identify that moment you got hit and what that hit led to, it was exhilarating to play and to try to get better at.
Yeah, it's that satisfaction of getting actually that winning neutral. It feels so fucking
good. And the sound effects, it's like
the bowling balls and everything. Have you heard the Japanese sound effects?
Yeah.
They sound like real punches and stuff. It's really good. But yeah, that's satisfying. Like, because in Melee, I'll win neutral, and I'm instantly like, okay, how can I capitalize on this? And then you'll get a few hits in, and like, unless you're like top dog, like it most likely won't lead in a stock. But in 64, you get that hit in, and you're like, okay, where am I at? Who am I playing? What's the percent? Okay, I know what I can do to actually finish this guy off, or at least maximize the damage, do all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, 64 is just a big fun game.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, playing Street Fighter 4 and Ultimate and everything like that, I've got a kind of a traditional fighting game background and stuff. It just
You
makes me
play
like the game a lot
Ultimate?
more. I did for a little bit, yeah.
Yeah? Do you like it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I mean, it's not from a high competitive standard. No, I can't. It's not for me. It's a little too fast. But, I mean, I play with a few buddies who are on my level, and we got our B&Bs down and some mix-ups and stuff like that. I mean,
cool.
Yeah, good stuff.
So let me ask you this. You've watched the Springfield scene kind of change over the years. What's your perspective on it right now? I mean, you seem to have work. You can't get here to enter. Would you ever try to enter if you could?
Yeah. Oh, most definitely. Like, if I had the time, I definitely would, even if I wasn't expecting to win. I was pretty much, like, second and third for years behind either, like, Michael and then either behind Terrence or not. We would swap, but, I mean, towards the end, he became way better than I did. But, I mean, I'm probably, if I were to, like, ballpark it, I'm probably somewhere between 5 and 7 right now, and I couldn't be even more proud, dude. Like, I would rather not be the top dog, because I think that was another thing that made me bored was towards that downward decline of me playing Melee. Michael had quit before me, I believe, and Terrence was just never, like, he would just disappear for months or sometimes years and not even, like, contact anybody. So it got to the point where I was just outplaying everyone, and it just wasn't fun. Now that I love actually coming here and actually having a competition and stuff, like, it makes me kind of reflect on what I'm doing wrong, and I can actually learn from it and things like that. So I absolutely love that, like, people like Rick, Gaz, and fucking Terrence, not Terrence, why am I, Lief. Mario's, like, pretty much, I mean, I'm not sure if I'm better than Mario. I would say we're 50-50, and then I would put Cole better than me. So, yeah, I would say I would probably be behind. I'd probably be 4 or 5 spot. You have that 4 or 5 spot. I was thinking, like, 5 or 7.
I think you're 4 or 5. Yeah.
But, yeah, I couldn't be happier than being in that position. I don't, like, because, again, I don't take the game as seriously, so let someone else have the higher thing, and I'll reap the benefits of learning from losing, because losing's a good thing. You can learn a lot more from losing than you can from winning.
I gotta say, I'm loving what everyone is saying on the interviews today, because I've been playing, like, for fun, a lot of chess recently, and I actually, like, 90% of the time I love when I lose, because it's just like I just hop over to the analysis board and you can see the move that made you lose. And it's like, next time I'm in that situation, I won't do that move. Like,
you don't get to learn as much when you win as opposed to losing, so it's a good thing to have.
Well, dude, this was hype talking to you. You probably want to get more games in. Is there anything else in your mind about Melee or about your history as a player, or like?
Not off the top of my head, but I'll probably talk to you sometime.
Cool. Well, let's do this again. I just got to say, I know this probably sounds weird, but again, like, I just, like, lurked the Springfield groups for so long.
That surprises me. I'm also kind of disappointed that you didn't actually just...
Dude, I am too. But we share the sentiment that I wanted to get drunk all the time, and I just was never playing Melee in those years, so we'll get some games in one of these nights. Oh, yeah. And, good talking to you, bro. Yeah. Thanks, man.
We're money matching later. I hope you know that.
What's up, Mario?
Nothing much, man.
How you doing this week, man?
I'm out here. I did pretty shitty in bracket. I'm not gonna lie, man. But It happens, bro.
So losing to me is shitty?
No, losing to getting 3-0'd by Ricochet.
Hold that mic real close to your mouth.
Yeah, losing a shot was definitely the fucking vibe this week.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did one as soon as I beat Garner, and then I did another one after I lost. It's perfect.
What have you done between this tournament and last tournament? Have you been practicing?
Played a shit ton, man.
Just playing a shit ton?
I think honestly that kind of did me worse because I came in overconfident.
Mm-hmm.
Came in way overconfident.
See, I haven't touched Melee since last time.
You came in and you were like, I need to fucking play my best. Yeah, see, I came in, I was like, my B game's probably good. This week it was not good.
Mm-hmm.
My B game was not there.
Well, also, I've just been thinking a lot about advice Drybones gave me last week and the Captain Falcon matchup.
Dude, that's all I was doing today, man.
It was, man, the thing I'm disappointed about, who's the Luigi guy? Not your roommate, but the other
Travy.
one. I feel so dumb because
You didn't down tilt a single.
I know, I didn't down tilt.
You didn't down.
I just choked. Like I don't know. It's like when I play you and I forget I can counter.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I
Dude,
just
you did that only game 5, and I was like, all right, well.
sometimes I just forget about moves.
I think
and-
you do. Just practice more.
Yeah.
You'll find more options. You'll find more coverage things.
But I definitely feel dumb about not using down tilt versus Luigi. I abused down tilt against Kellogg.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah, the warm-up. That's what it was.
I know, dude. I fucking blew it. But yeah, so who did you play in bracket today?
Played you, played Garner, played one more person.
What was let's talk about our set.
I force-talked you one game. The problem was I came out too hard, and then I got overconfident. I was like, I don't have to give you as much respect. And then I just went it for dumb shit a ton.
Yeah, you had like we were talking about upstairs, you got clipped on the edge a lot. Like on the ledge. You just gotta roll up.
Well, the thing, all I had to do was just not be dumb, not go in on ledge.
What do I do against Falco though? It's hard. You're hard to approach.
Platform mode is so good.
Uh-huh.
Once you start shield dropping, it's game over. Because you shield drop up there on platform, it covers me jumping. It covers me on plat.
Yeah.
It covers me behind you. What the fuck am I supposed to do, man?
Let's just talk nooch.
Neutral?
Okay? We're talking in the nooch. You're
so
on one side of the stage,
if
I'm on
you're-
the other.
If I'm on ground, you're on platform. If I'm on platform, you're on ground. That's all it's got to do. That's all you got to do. Because if I approach you from there, up tilt, I'm dead. I drop down late, you're on platform.
What moves do I use?
Nothing. You just dash dance. Bro, you
My
can't.
brain doesn't get that. I know I play Marth, but my brain does not know how to not hit the A button. Like, I just gotta hit A.
Sorry, I had to pop off for
Oh
James.
yeah, no, we're watching the FlowerDog
Yeah,
set right
if James
now.
takes you on,
FlowerDog playing the... who's that?
Why are you looking at him like that, man? Is your excuses? Rick, come on.
What do I do when a laser hits me?
Dash out, up tilt, or take it up tilt. If you're in jump, you can throw it a fair.
That's the thing I've been trying to do, but...
Let's go, James! You're to death? Let's go!
I've been trying to do those fairs, but my brain hasn't like gotten it yet. Like, it's hard. I don't know. I know that at the top level of the game, people watch Marth and they think like, oh, it's free.
No.
But it's
at low level. Like, so what you want to
it
do
is hard sometimes.
Just work on your. So add a shield is really big. If you can wave it, once you start wave dash adding shield, you have so much more ground to cover. Dash out from shield. Like if you shield a laser and then dash out, I'm already going in.
Right.
You can turn around and grab it immediately. It's so fucking. Oh, what James does a lot of, especially like if he's in center. Yeah, that dash back grab and it's like every time.
I just feel like when I play you, every opening I get is like luck. Like that's how it feels. It feels like I just
That's
happen.
fine, man. Even if it is luck, man, you gotta take it to 100. So, what James taught me, even if it feels lucky, if I'm punishing off of it, it doesn't matter if it was
Right.
luck. It's how I take that and what I do with it.
What are your like least favorite matchups to play? Last time we talked a little bit about your favorite matchups to watch, I think. But what are like your least favorite to play? And if it's Marth, that's cool.
It's not Marth. I actually enjoy the Marth matchup. I think the more and more I play it, the more and more things I find cool about it. Even I fucking lost today to fucking you, and I was like, but it's a good.
You know what you said in our last interview?
What?
I was like, I'm gonna beat you, dude.
Yeah.
And you were like, I welcome it with open arms.
Came in swinging, bro.
Law of attraction, baby.
Came in swinging. Probably the Ditto. I think it's just the one I struggle with the most. But I don't mind playing it anymore. It's a hard question because none of them I hate playing. What the hell? Like floaties, like Peach, I think is probably my least favorite to play just because I have to play. Same with Puff. I have to play a completely different style. It's just not my style. But I'm okay with it. I think it makes me think about the game more. So I think it's good. That's all I got. That's all,
You got any secondaries cooking?
my Fox kind of be schmoovin'.
Your Fox is kind of coming?
I hit like 5 wave shines against Cole the other day, and I was like, man, this might be it.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I was like, if I hit 2 of those into an up smash, I'm like, damn shit. All right,
Yeah.
fuck. This might be it. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn it. This feels so fast, and I'm like, I can just press more buttons. And I'm out of here from the button press.
I remember something I was going to ask you. So you love Melee.
Oh, I love it.
You love playing Melee.
Oh, yeah.
You love keeping track of the stats. Oh, shit, we got a last stock here.
Oh, let's go.
There we go.
3-0 to the fucking
There we
handshake. Let's go,
go.
James. Yes, I did. That's fine, man. Come talk your shit. No. I got a money match Cole first. I already said I was going to. Yeah, dude.
Last question.
Oh, I still got questions for you, man. So,
Ask me a question.
what do you what's your view on shit talk?
Huh?
On shit talk. What's your view on shit talk?
I love it.
See, Rick hates shit talk, and I'm all about the shit talk. I'm here to talk shit, get hit. I'm here to talk shit all the time.
Here's why I love it, because I can accept the absurdity of what we're all doing, which is playing
Not
Melee.
only that, if I shit talk, I've never mean it in malice. Like, Rick's over here pissed. I'm not actually mad. I just like... Rick's over
Well,
here,
especially from you, I kind of enjoy it because it's like, I feel like if you didn't shit talk me, it would mean like we weren't boys.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. No. It's like, if I shit talk you, you're my boy. I
Yeah.
feel like people don't understand that. Like, if I'm shit talking James about fucking played the most degenerate puff that he has ever played in his life. My man, I don't think you understand how degenerate this man played.
Mm-hmm.
So, I've been to his Martha friendlies, right? He's drunk. He's like, you won't put money. I was like, $5, your Martha, right now.
Yeah.
My man switches to Puff and ledge camps me. What? 5 games in a row. I beat him on Dream and I'm like, you're going to switch it? He's like, nah. He doubles down. He ledge camps harder. And I'm like, dude, I can't.
Yeah. It is sad though. I've had times where I didn't know people weren't cool with shit talk. Like, for example, I was hanging out with 2 friends once.
That's how I feel about Rick right now. Apparently he's not cool with the shit talk. I'm over here just trying to have fun and shit. It's forever gonna be fucking immortalized. That's what I want.
You'll get your turn.
Yeah.
No, I had a time where I was playing with 2 friends, and one of my friends was playing Luigi, and I was like, yo, if you hit him with the misfire, I'll give you $1. And he hit him with the misfire, and later that night, my other friend was like, dude, when you said that, I got so mad. And I was like, dude, I didn't know. Like, because the thing is, I've got my ass beat by so many fucking people.
Dude, that's how I feel.
First Melee
like,
turn.
Rick used to shit on me. He knows he can shit on me whenever he wants to. If he would Falco, he could 3-0 me. Like, if I'm shit talking him, he knows I'm not gonna do anything about it. He knows he's gonna beat my ass. Yeah, talk your shit. Let's see it.
This guy talks a lot. Enough said.
Like, Parker and Carter came over the other day. If they're not cool with shit talk, that's I'm like, you're not my boy. Like, you're cool with it.
For some people, it's hard. I
Well,
mean,
I don't know. It's like, especially in like a setting like this where it's not that serious. Like, I feel like it's more accepted here. Like, if I did this in a major, no, I'm not gonna do this in a fucking.
Dude, so the first Melee tournament I went to was also at a bowling alley. It's at Show Me Lanes. And there was a Captain Falcon there who had played, like, beaten, like, Nintendo dude in pools at, like, EVO 2013 or something. I don't fucking know.
The utmost of shit.
So I'm playing him, and like he's just like force stalking me over and over and over and over. And like he didn't shit talk me, but he did kind of make fun of me after the session. But I was like, dude, once you go through experiences like that, I don't care what anybody says to me.
yeah,
Once
dude.
you've gotten your ass beat enough times, it's like, who cares?
If I talk as much shit as I do to Cole to everyone, I feel like they would be so much more pissed off. I'm a complete degenerate to this man. I will expose him on the mic right now. I will get the hottest of my. I'm just trying to get more beef before the set happens.
Yeah, we gotta stir up the beef on the shit. What other questions you got for me? Dude?
Oh yeah. Who do you think is like the upper echelon of Springfield Melee? Who do you want to beat?
I really want to beat Dry Bones, and I.
That's fair. That was my biggest long.
What?
Oh yeah, no, I'd money match you. Yeah, let me beat Rick first, and then I'll beat you.
I gotta talk to you too.
If you want to hot mic it while I'm beating Rick's ass, I'll gladly. Wait. If you take a little longer too, I can beat his ass as well. Yeah, I got you. I'm just.
No, so I was actually really no matter what happened afterward, going to Game 5 with Dry Bones, the last stock, I was really proud of.
I watched that Game 5. You guys played it.
And dude, he gave me a lot of good advice last week. He was basically like, dude, if you aerial and whiff it, I'm gonna like kill you.
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, I'm not leaving the ground unless like I need to leave the fucking ground.
Yeah.
So I was really happy with
That's
that
how
set.
you played against me too, especially games 3 and 4. And I felt as though that's what I see James do a lot of. Because if you whiff an aerial against Falco, it's the same thing. It's like I get a 30-40% punish, which is big in that matchup.
Yeah.
Whereas like if I whiff something against James, I know I'm dead.
Yeah.
And I could see sparks of that from you. And that's what scares me. That's what scares me.
The way I liked to play against you was actually Game 5, which was
I was choosing way too hard.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I was still proud of
You get that 0 to death and that fucking kill. I was like, Jesus. I was we both had 2 stocks. And I was like, what the fuck, man?
But I mean, you as well, I consider the upper echelon. Like, I really did feel lucky today in our set. And I know, like, luck gets you through some of them sometimes. But, so, like, for me, when I come to the tournament, and this, no shade to Pugs, but, like, if I were to lose to Mark in bracket, I would be kind of upset with myself.
If I ever lost to that man right there in the hat, that green, or that pink Luigi over there, trash-ass Luigi. Yeah, dude, if
basically,
so my roommate also plays Luigi. Yeah, that's my roommate. He's a fucking garbo ass player. He can come catch these hands whenever he wants, bro. Dude, I got a money match like 3 other people before you, man. You're at the bottom of my list. I know I'll 5-0 you, man. I'll know I'll 5-0 you.
Mario's got the money matches coming. Hey, I want to talk to you before you leave. How about you? You can come back.
Yeah. I'll hop off the mic.
Yeah. Come back at some point, dude. We got to talk more. What's up, guys?
What is up? Today was a day.
Today was a day.
Okay, so first, I want to thank Travy for coming out. He's actually coming into Springfield because he's getting, they're opening a Contender Esports in where he lives, so he's getting training here, so he's getting paid and all that. But it was super. I looked on his GG page, and it looked like he was an Ultimate player because I saw he was ranked in Ultimate. But he said he thought he was better in Melee. So I was playing him in friendlies, and we were going even at the beginning. It was like I was like really excited because another player here. But I super appreciate him. He gave everyone really good sets and so many money. Did you notice how everyone money matched tonight?
Yeah,
dude. And then
it was in the air, bro.
It was I think okay. So like the last time we had a player who like gets an okay upset at their losses, like who gets like mad, when they lose, was Mario. And all the new players who, when they lose, they're really happy, they like it. But Kellogg today, he got a little upset after he like lost, and that's good. It's the first time I've seen that, and that's why I think Kellogg actually has the most drive. But like, it's okay to like love, love the gameplay, and just like you don't have to get better, but people who get like upset and want like improve because of it, oh my god, I can't. Yeah. Tonight showed that I think Kellogg's gonna be a beast. Especially he still tap jumps. I don't know. It was around the end of the night, and that just made me so excited to see.
Yeah.
But I played Travy in bracket. We had a pretty good set. He beat Turner, which I was pretty impressed about. And then let's talk about the MVP of the night. Dag. So you beating Mario, I actually didn't expect you to do that at all because he actually plays really good against me. But how was the FD game?
The FD game I won, and I think it kind of got me some momentum, but I still don't understand.
You still don't feel like it's a counter pick for you.
No.
Yeah, it's so hard for it to be
I picked it just to learn it, and I ended up winning because Mario did some Mario things, and died.
Yeah, I think a lot of the times, like a low level, like you want to like get like it's hard because like the low level chain grabs can be difficult on Falco, but then like I think really focusing on just up air strings and just getting him above you. But arthritis happens, but then if you're able to connect it in that smash.
One problem I have, and this kind of happened in my Travy set as well. Is
we have to talk about the D-mount set too.
Oh, we'll talk about it. So it's like, okay, so I'm throwing Mario up into the air. And it's like I've practiced this so many times. But when it comes to tournament, I start second guessing myself because I'm thinking of what they're thinking of. And instead of just doing what I know I should do, I try to like do something different. And it's like, and I think a lot of it's just drilling, just practice. But
you're exactly right. Yeah.
I'm like thinking too much sometimes. And
you're getting into this, like, this is good because you're like getting so much into this habit that like you're doing it in tournament, but now all you have to apply is the adaption. So like you're thinking about that because you're like, wait, he did something else, and the thing that I usually drill over and over again isn't working. So next time, like you throw him up on a battlefield platform at 15, and you really super focus in at that moment and think, all right, let's just think, like really mix it, like really think about that short hop and drifting, and then doing the up air or whatever. But those are the moments where if you really think about them, like in the set, and only focus on that, like that's how you improve. That's how you improve.
Talking about the dry bone set, the thing I was most proud of is I went down 0-2.
I saw that, dude, and I was like, all right, I'm going to go. Like, I walked away. Dude, I miss your close sets, and I hate it. But that also, I get kind of nervous when a lot of people watch me play. And when I know you're watching me play, I get a little nervous sometimes. That's honestly,
I was talking with Travy, I used to never get nervous. Post-COVID, I'm a nervous player. I
don't
know why.
No, it's because you're getting results now, if people want to beat you. But I don't know, like, I remember a lot. Like whenever I would see like people like watch me, it's literally just giving it that mental energy. And honestly, if that happens and you realize that you focused on me for a second, you can like on the Angel platform, you can think to yourself, all right, I messed up my focus for a second, but just re-snap into it. Like I think it's good to acknowledge that you went out of focus for a second and then re-snap it.
Yeah.
I think if you're ignoring it, it's kind of just lingering in the back. Like you're trying to ignore it, but you're not accepting that you like ignored it. So like stating it like, okay, that bothered me, but let's get back into the game. I think that's really helped me.
So our set that we went down 0-2, and then I won game 3. And then when I play...
Tell me about game 3. Like, was it really close or did I...
All our games were mostly back and forth. He'd take a stock, I'd take a stock. He'd take a stock, I would take a stock. But what happens with Dry Bones a lot, though, is when I play him in tournament, I try to just think back. And I was like, I used to always almost win. And when I start to think that, I turn the set around. So we went to Dreamland game 5. And again, it was back and forth. We were last stock. I was at like 70%. I got a sick combo on him. It was like a 4 or 5 piece combo. And when I should have up aired again, I forward aired. And it kind of ended the combo.
Yeah.
And then he came down with a meaty back air. I got the DI kind of bad. A predictable recovery and I lost. But I got to say, even if I hadn't beaten Mario, I was so proud of myself going game 5 last stock with Dry Bones.
Yeah, I'm going to interrupt that in a second.
Yeah.
But I think real advice against Dry Bones, I think being really slippery against them is really good. I think what you need is like to be really confident in your close dash dances and really whipping
and I'm not.
So like really get in like I mean against him like it's good to play that like just like reacting and like hitting him with the nair and side B, but like getting into his space.
I don't think I nared against him at all. I was too afraid because he told me, here he is right here walking by. He told me last week, he was like, dude, if you whiff an aerial, I'm just going to kill you. And so this week I was like, I'm not leaving the fucking ground unless I really have to.
Actually, come here for a second. Advice I have for him against you, I think he just needs. I think he just needs to be a lot more slippery, like because like with you, whenever I get close to you, you're only thinking about how like I'm dash dancing around you or something, or like how I'm staying like right over your short hop options. I think Shane needs to just like be a little bit close to you in his dash dances, so he can make you do like a short hop nair out of shield, and then you can just dash dance around.
You guys have very different Marth play styles, so it's hard for you to like. I don't know. Like Marth, like the character itself can play many different ways, and it's just hard to like know, like what advice is good for each character. Because I feel like you guys play completely differently. Like James plays a very up in my face Marth, and Pete like. Shane plays a very zone. And,
see,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
Marth
You guys
see,
that's what I think you need to implement more of. So you guys are playing like really like shielding each other. Like it's either like you guys are coming from one side of the stage to the other, and I think you need to be like squaring him and like playing in his zone because you can really, especially because your dash dance lets you down, but you can really get in between Falcon coming out of an aerial or something like in a shield.
Really? I don't really know exactly how to describe Marth things. That's not Marth. So.
And then also, I think the number one thing, like the difference between like in our punish games is I get a lot more whenever he's above me. So honestly,
I had him today. I had the up airs today. But I still really fear Falcon's nair. I don't know how to like what to do.
Dude, what happened? Oh, okay.
I will say this. Game 5, I was doing just the down throw tech chases, and I really was able to calm down.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, you'll do a down throw tech chase, and then instead of just, like, I don't know, resetting the neutral, you could just be dash dancing right there and then see what reactionary option he does. Yeah. Because if you get in that situation again, he's probably going to roll in the next time. So as long as you're keeping him scared whenever you're dash dancing in front of him, that gives you another opportunity to think, okay, he's doing a habit right there, if you're getting him in there.
But yeah, I was super happy with myself of that set. I actually think I played better against Dry Bones than I did against Mario.
I think you did too. That's what I said. We are going to... Wait, did you get your set on Travy on stream? That's the set I'm going to analyze.
I don't need you to analyze it. I know it's the down tilt that's missing.
Dude, there's a couple more things. I think you can't be like Mars and like everyone here is so scared to like go off and like hit Luigi because like Luigi can hit you with like the fair or like the little hit of side B or his up B is weird, but like a lot of the times like they'll just be recovering. You can just run out and fair
them.
Well,
I think too, one thing I wasn't ready for, I've mentioned...
I was saying it on commentary earlier, but he was not crouch canceling at high percents a lot, so there was honestly a lot of times you could have done a side B up tilt. Like side B up tilt confirms...
The thing I kind of wasn't ready for, I mentioned a lot in the interviews tonight, my homie Karch, Luigi player I came up with, I played Kellogg earlier too, and both Karch and Kellogg just didn't have as tricky timing of recoveries.
Yeah.
And that just, I was spoiled. You know, I came up with Luigi's where I was able to down tilt and edge guard him every time.
Like he's like the other Luigi, you know, they can move around and stuff, but like they honestly don't know a lot about like recovering and stuff, because honestly that's the number one noob killer. Like a very, very beginner, they usually just die when they get off stage, so it can be really hard like just coming into melee, because like off stage is still really scary.
Yeah, but I'm really disappointed. I just wanted to play better against him because he was from out of town, and I do believe I can play better against him. But I just started to feel the set slip through my fingers, and it was hard to come back mentally. I really do believe I can do better against him. And
yeah, dude, it sucks that you can't come again.
I know.
Those one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
But, I mean...
What about your tournament, dude? Tell me about yours.
That's what I really number one wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
So, like, last week, not last week, but the last time I played Rick, we were in a set 2, and, like, our first set was close, but three things I paid attention to. It was, I wanted to wave dash off of platforms more. I wanted to wave dash off of platforms more. I wanted to wave dash off platforms. It was my problem with Falco is that I would take laser and I would just always dash back. So a lot of the times I would dash in. I was making a really big emphasis on just like purely dashing in, even if I think it would be really bad, and it worked out a lot of times. And then third and final thing was really hyper paying attention to if I was getting hit by a laser while in the air, I was interrupting it with a fair. Like, I was getting it every single time. And I focused on those three things, and I didn't wave dash off platforms a lot because Rick's pretty good about like keeping me on the platforms. Like he's really good at knowing when I'm gonna shield drop and my options out of it. And like before shield dropping, everyone was wave dashing off the platform, so that's kind of became like a new thing. Not a new thing, but like it's another option that like people aren't expecting. So I did that. And then I was really like take laser and dashing in, because a lot of the times like they would just laser you and then just dare and nair past your shield and stuff. So just taking it in and then doing a quick pivot grab is so good. But I was really happy because like I saw like I kind of dumped on him like this week, and I know it's because I literally looked at those videos and those three things, put it on a sticky note on my CRT, and then kept it in my head the entire 2 weeks I was up here.
You put the sticky note on your CRT, so you kept it in your mind. But how did that go into your gameplay?
Whenever the situations would happen, like if I would if I get hit, like in our first game, he immediately laser dared me. And I was like, okay, the next laser dare, like I don't care like what's gonna happen next. I'm just gonna really try and dash into him. And then I gotta grab off of that. And then it just kind of goes from there, because then I'm just kind of like downloading him and like he's doing this out of that. So I'm just kind of getting more information about like his other tech patterns. And then literally every single time in our set, in our last set, like whenever I would try and go for like fair interruptions on the lasers, they weren't coming out, and then I watched the Mango Zane video, and I was like, Zane is getting them out, like it seems like he's just pressing on the stick and getting it out instantly. So whenever a laser would happen, I would be like preemptively like really doing a fair like really super early, and it was just the perfect timing. Like there was one where like the laser like hit my feet, like I was that high, and I instantly did a fair, and then he was at 50, so I got an up air and I just killed him off of it. And then because I get rewarded for it, it just like it gets implanted in my head more, because like okay, good, that's good. So then I get more encouraged. I don't know, I think when people like just try something different and it really works out, I don't know, you just gotta try other things.
So who else did you play in bracket?
I think
you played Travy.
Travy.
Was that 3-1, 3-2?
I played Parker too in my first round. Parker was pretty good.
How come you got to put him and me against each other? We've never meet in bracket.
That's gonna happen next week.
Yeah.
But me and him, his brother plays Marth, and we were talking about our set, and for the most part, neutral-wise, he's still making like the same bad mistakes, but he just hits me a lot more. And it was because he was saying that he gets to play against Carter. So it was really nice to see our games that like whenever he would hit me, like that's when like he'd be really like closing out the gap between us. So like, you know, he'd still get grabbed by me, and also he was a lot better at edge guarding. I don't know, he's getting a lot better at a matchup where like he's catching up to his spacey matchups. Like I can really see him like start like doing better at that one. And then I think I just played, I only played Parker, Travy, and then Rick twice.
Nice. And
I don't know, like, I get into a mode when, like, if I go up, like, 2-0, or, like, I feel like I've already, like, got Rick's number. Like, I feel like, I don't know, there's a certain point in our sets where, like, me and Rick realize that we kind of just have one read on each other. And if I go up 2-0 and I still feel like I had that read, I'll just kind of, like, I'll just stop. And then that's when he'll just, like, two-stock comeback me, and then it's 2-1, and then game 4 is just like he's caught on to me being lazy, and then he's just like put it into overdrive, and then I have to like evaluate. I don't know, like he like speeds up and I can't keep up with him after that, so I have to constantly be in practice. But I'm really happy. 12 entrants, like we're getting people every single week, and like we're still missing some people this week too.
Yeah, I feel like we keep maintaining like 12, but then we won't have everybody. And
Yeah.
it's like, man, we need everyone here on like the
16.
same day.
Dude, like when we get 15 entrants, top 3 payout, baby.
Yeah, dude.
It's almost there.
Yeah, we need Max, we need Pugs, we need whatever happened to those other guys? The Sheik player and the Samus.
You mean Joplin?
Yeah,
The Fleet?
yeah.
Oh yeah, they just don't play. It sucks.
They don't play anymore?
Yeah, but like literally, they're like their Fleet was me, Rick, and us,
Fleet-
and then
Fleet is hella
Snoz,
good.
Snoz, D-Bones, and all of them, dude. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be so good. But we will be having a hitter. I'm gonna announce this right now. Don't mention it to anyone until this is uploaded. But a special Blue Falco will be coming back to the weeklies, and he's gonna be making his first comeback in July. Get
You wanna say
ready
his
for
name?
Sped.
Sped, baby.
Yep. For people that don't know, Sped, he was always, he was kind of like where D-Bones and Guat are right now, like that fringe level right behind me and Rick. But I feel like, I don't know, like Jack is really good. Like when like I don't know, like Jack's going to practice and he's going to be right there with Cole and Mario. And I don't know, dude, it's going to be another person fighting for 3rd and 4th. It's going to be sick.
Yeah.
It's going to be so sick.
Dude, I'm going to be fighting for 3rd and 4th, dude. I'm coming.
You did today.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, dude, like, if you literally just put in the little bit more elbow grease than him and just lab it out, he's not going to be
I will
beaten.
say the reason I didn't practice much this time is because I was doing a lot of writing and a lot of other stuff, editing, and I just didn't have it in the hands. But I'm going to take better care of him between this week and next week. No
Dude,
Johns next time.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't care how much your hands hurt. It's just literally 5 minutes. Just put the L cancel.
I'll do the 10 minutes. I'll move around and whatnot, but I didn't feel like I did much serious playing. But I did a lot of thinking, dude. I did a lot of thinking.
Oh, you should drill out like your like you should get really fast on the ledge. Like always, like fastballing perfectly, getting the bears up, being perfectly, short hop bearing off ledge, short hop bearing off ledge. Get really fast at those because I think if you're a little bit quicker on the ledge, you'll be able to edge guard a little bit better.
But the weird thing I felt was missing today is I couldn't get to the ledge today. I felt really like timid around the ledge, and I don't really know why. I don't know.
That was another thing against your set with Travy.
I felt like I couldn't get there. Like,
well, no, that's because you were exhausting your side Bs and double jumps way too high. So like Mars. So, like, if you stay in a range where you still have your double jump drift, but you're not hugging the stage, it's a weird zone. Like, there's, like, A, the ledge, and right below it, B, that's right next to it, and then that C spot. And you were, like, kind of in the B and C spot. You would use your double jump really too early, when really you could be getting all the way down in the B spot, in the middle.
Yeah.
And then he's already getting up from ledge, and Luigi cannot cover you on ledge. He has to grab ledge because he can't, like, poke you.
right.
So then you just double jump and then up B. Like if you're always going for sweet spots, he's gonna have to either cover a sweet spot full, like with a roll or something, like really call you out, or he has to like cover your high option. But if you're just recovering low every single time, it's just harder for Luigi.
Yeah.
So I think next time you're playing like Kellogg and stuff, and like you get hit off, just purposely like just drift all the way down and then practice just double jumping.
It was really good. Dude, I was telling him, like, for years, when I moved to Springfield, like 2013, I would, like, just lurk the Springfield Melee
Him, Michael.
Facebook page.
Yeah.
And I don't know, just getting to hear his story in Smash was really cool for me, because I've just, like, known who he is for so long, but we've only met, like, once or twice.
I don't know. I love Roman because like he was literally like top player in 64 and all that, but like I don't know. There's like with your local legends like Dr. B, Yez, and like even like Roman, like when he was in his height in 64, you really think about those players and you think like just like if they traveled a little bit more, you know they like I knew like if like Roman was able to put a little bit more, like if it was early like probably like early 20s more into like 64 and traveling, I think he could have been like he could have like made a really big name. He still does. Like I mean, he's really involved with like in the community's top players because he's been playing forever. But I don't know. I really love that Roman comes here because like I don't know, man. Like the new spring like the old Springfield crew. Like I'm the only one left in it. Like I don't know. The old Springfield crew is like Michael, Lauren, and all them. And then there's like
Bruce.
and them. And then there's Turner, Derek. And then a little bit after them is me. And it really sucks because, like, I played, like, Smash with them, like, the most. Like, Ziv, Lauren, and them, like, over and over and over again. So whenever they come back, it kind of gives me little flashbacks to Michael's basement. And just, like, playing $1 brackets or there or something, getting really mad, throwing a pizza on the ground. That's an inside joke. But, or eating all of Michael's Pringles and watch, or like we'd be playing and then his kids would like say something and then Michael would be like, Stanley, go away. And stuff like that. I really miss the old players like Jake. I love when Derek comes. Like whenever Derek and like Roman will see each other, they'll be like, holy shit, like it's been forever because like they're, I don't know, they're all that little crew that started it and they're still like here and there. They're still like,
why isn't Lauren coming, dude?
he's usually busy and he's got a kid. He's always so added. See, that's the thing about Lauren. He's literally like day one has always been coming to stuff. So I think we just caught him at a wrong time. Like he's just really busy right now. It'd be, dude, like that's another thing. Like you think about like, oh, if Roman got off a little bit earlier, Lauren got off a little bit earlier, that's 2 more people. Oh, if Mark came this week, like it was so easy for us to get 16 to 20 man brackets that everyone just showed up.
Huh?
If like everyone just showed up.
No, I know it's exciting. What else is on your mind this week, dude?
I'm thinking about when like all the good players are here. I want to think about like when Sped's back, whenever we got like the new players getting a little bit better, you know, 7 entering a little bit more. I want the gaps to be broken. Like me and Rick, it's going to take a little bit before. I think Cole's the closest to like breaking us, but that gap between like the player skill, like there's another gap like that's like Cole, Mario, you, and Turner, and boom, and then there's the rest. And I just want to see like our new players breaking into you and Mario's skill level.
Dude, I gotta say, one thing that's keeping me motivated is like I don't want to lose to those players. So far, it hasn't been too close, but that's just because.
But then you got people like Kellogg, and he's like, "Oh, he's getting that. Oh God!" Like, and then before you know it, like 1 week they take a game. I want
to play him a lot more. I think there's a lot we can teach each other. I think there's a lot we can learn. I think we can improve a lot by playing each other, is what I'm trying to say.
I think Kellogg's a unpolished diamond because he still doesn't practice normally and he tap jumps. Like, if he, like, let's say today, like, if he, like, started practicing, like, jumping with X and then he practiced for 20 minutes a day every single day, I think he'd be, like, with you. Like, I think, like, in the coming months, he'd be getting close to where you are right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then Mark, I think Mark, if you're listening to this, you gotta decide on a character and just stick with it for like 6 months.
Yeah, I think
I don't want to hear this Falco bullshit. I want to see this Marth.
Yeah, Mark, I'll say something about that. I think a big thing with character switches is Melee's so fun and like characters are so fun. So if you don't see like instant success with like another character and then you start playing and like start having fun with a different character, it can be really hard because like, I don't know, man. I think like your Falco and Marth are probably pretty similar to each other, but like all that practice you put into Marth and then having to do it back into Falco and then you getting frustrated again and maybe wanting to switch characters, you'll kind of be put in a loop because like you won't think it's like your characters when like it isn't your characters, it's just the amount of time and like how much you're putting into them. I don't know, dude, like you're having like really close sets with like par 4 and stuff, and I think that like if you put a little bit more time, you got some success out of this set and you started winning it, I think you'd like would love Marth a lot more and like not love Marth a lot more, but I think you'd be a lot more encouraged to push him more and see that like it isn't the character. Like I think Marth's a good fit for you. I really think he is. I think you just gotta play more, dude. Like it sucks because life and hands and stuff.
Well, Mark actually plays Hellas.
He does, and on Slippy and stuff. But I know he doesn't CRT grind so much. He's more of a Slippy head. But if he just CRTs 20-30 minutes a day, just like getting his movement to where it isn't like second guessing himself, then like it's golden.
Yeah. Man, I gotta talk to Kellogg on here, but he's playing right now.
Dude, there's been like so many money matches.
I know, dude.
Money match.
I lost mine, but I'm happy to give Mario some cash.
Oh yeah, dude. That's what I was paying attention to that set too. Well, I wasn't really, to be honest, but I don't know, dude. I think like I should come over in this week and we just talk about it and like clear up some like big misconceptions. And like
I have a lot of things I just don't understand about Marth Falco, and it makes me feel lost in the neutral game. I actually think I need to have something where I can just lab out edge guards against Falco.
You know what I think you should start doing against him a little bit more? So let's say that it's a battlefield platform, and like you're more on the inner stage, and you throw Falco behind you. He's kind of in the middle, below battlefield platform. You need to set up those tech situations more because that's when you get them to be nervous about like their rolls, and that's what you could like. That's what you do to get them to like start spot dodging rolls like with your dash dances. So I think you need to down throw him and then just start reaction tech chasing because it gives you an idea about what he'll do for other tech options. But I think just down throwing him and then just like don't F smash, so down throw, and then he's probably gonna tech in. So really focus on just dashing in and then just getting the regrab. Because I think because that's what makes it really hard against Falco. Like at the low percents, it's hard to get the chain grab damage.
Yeah.
So if you're getting the tech situation, just a bunch of regrabs, then you're doing good.
Yeah.
Especially, let's say if you down throw him, and then this time, let's say if you down throw him, and then you notice this time he's just been teching. Then the very next time you do it, that's an opportunity to grab him right there and then just forward throw him, and then now it's an edge guard situation. So just getting him in really high panic situations and then just backing off and then just getting damage off of it is good.
How come edge guarding Falco looks so easy when other people do it? But I feel like when Falco's off stage, right? I don't know what he's gonna do, so I don't know what to do.
You have to pay attention to if whenever he's double jumping, if he's drifting back or in with his double jump, because a lot of the times if they're drifting back with it, they're either going to instant side B or instant up B like Mario does.
And then it's...
or instant side B or up B whenever you jump and drift back. Let's say he hits you off and you're recovering. I'm saying...
Mario pays for those angles, baby.
Let's say you jump and he fares you and he's falling like this. He's going to jump, and then if he's drifting back a little bit, he's going to side B.
And then jab?
Honestly, okay, so the first time, if you notice that he firefoxes, the next time try and go out there and call him out, but it can be really scary.
Just weak fair or what?
If you can set up just a Ken combo tipper situation.
Okay.
But if he's above the ledge, weak hits are a little bit scary because he can shine and do all of that.
Right.
But if he's under the ledge, weak hit fair is your best friend. Yeah, your best friend. But above, you know how he'll jump back from the ledge, up B right here. Those are the perfect time where you can line up a Ken combo like that.
Okay.
Just think about a tip of fair right there. You go into him with the fair, and then you jump back with the dare, so you can get that angle or whatever. I think it's really. I was talking about this with Dry Bones earlier. It's really hard for me to just raw talk about Melee without having a situation happen on screen and then me being able to point it out. So I think. Yeah. I really think that me and you get in. I was talking about it with Cole. Me and you get in a Discord or just play, and there's 3 or 4 things I can iron out and make sure that.
Dude, I'd love to just sit down with you and play Falco Marth for 3 hours.
When? Tomorrow?
Not tomorrow. Wait, I gotta get Kellogg on here.
Hey, Kellogg.
Are you available? Okay.
Wow. Wrap it up. Last things.
Well, yeah. What else is on your mind?
I'm really I about.
How do you feel about shit talk?
Dude, I like it, except Mario just does it bad. He thinks he does it good, but he does it bad. I like it. I hope that, I don't know, Parker and, Lemon, they're a little bit more quiet people. So, I don't think they don't like it, but they're, not, so psyched about it. But I think, they get a little bit more out of the comfort zone and get a little bit more loud. I think it'll be nice. I'm happy about everyone's improvement. I'm happy about everyone coming back. And, I don't know, dude, Springfield Melee's back. We're back in the lanes.
Back, baby. All right, Kellogg's turn. Let's start at the beginning. I lost your audio from last time, but you're back now. What's your name and what's your tag?
My name is Zach Kellogg. Tag right now, Logg.
And you play which character in Melee?
Pink Luigi.
Why do you play Luigi?
He's slippery. Nothing
Oh,
else.
see you, dude. Nice to meet you.
Nothing else moves as quick. He's randomness, the misfires, just all around.
Yeah. It's just fun for you.
Just a lot of fun. Yeah.
Did you mess around with any other characters before picking up Luigi?
A little bit. Hey, I played Captain Falcon for the first time we met. This was like way back when I first ever even like started playing it.
Yeah.
Not even seriously. I did some Captain Falcon, but it wasn't good at all. That was like 2 years ago. I just actually started playing like 6 to 8 months ago. Ever since though, Luigi, I guess secondaries maybe Peach and Young Link. I don't know. But no really set secondaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like playing? You like the game?
Oh, I love the game.
Yeah?
It's fun, yeah.
How did you feel about today's tournament?
I started strong. The end, not good.
Yeah.
Not good.
So what matches did you have? Did we play round one?
We played, you and I played
we
the
played
first game.
round one.
Yeah, you kicked my ass, not gonna lie. It was a handing.
Well,
but
you had also just got here. You
Yeah.
know, it's hard to just show up and play a set. And you know, if it makes you feel better, I got destroyed by the other Luigi here in bracket, and you can watch that set as much as you want on YouTube, and you can feel vindicated that I look like a fool.
that guy was dangerous, though.
He was
that's
good.
the Luigi I want to be.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just going to point out the last player that got upset about their losses in a good way was Mario. And I mean that in the best way. The fact that you're getting mad and like you just like want to beat them makes me so fucking happy. You have no idea.
You were there last night. You saw me. I took it to fucking Carter all night long. He didn't beat me till the last game we played because I started to slack off.
Yeah, that's
against
hype.
Luigi.
That's hype.
And I lost every set against him today, though.
Oh, damn.
He 3-0'd me in the money stock.
Really?
Or money. Yeah, I was not playing good in my money games.
I don't know. I think this is just going to encourage you to practice a little bit more. And
Yeah.
I think you're aware of it too. You just have a really big handicap because you're tap jumping. But like I was literally talking about you for 5 minutes with them. It just like the fact that you're like getting upset and you want to win. I think that's gonna make you want to like practice more. And then, I mean, the next week like you're eventually gonna practice, and then like your sets against Carter are eventually gonna be 3-0 and stuff. I think.
I mean, I've always been a competitive guy, and right now, par 4 is in my hindsight. That's all I'm going for. Right now, my mission is to beat par 4.
I watched all of those.
That's
sets.
all I want.
That's good,
Parker, wherever you are, that's my mission, to beat your ass.
dude. He has the flame has been ignited. The will of the fire is being passed on.
You have your case. I didn't touch it. Fucking, I don't
What kind
know,
of
over there,
jutsu
maybe.
are we pulling
I'm
off,
trying to do
man?
an interview right now, my guy. Here's your case. All right.
Yeah, this is the Kellogg interview, man. It's so funny. Everyone's coming for par 4. Pugs is coming for par 4.
I also want Pugs.
You and Pugs had a really good set.
That was my first set I played.
Yeah. Well, dude, how do I want to approach this? I definitely agree with what Gaz said, where like the fact that you're feeling upset is good in a way. I also think something that's really helped me a lot is picking like one thing per tournament that I'm going to do differently, whether or not I win or lose.
Yeah.
So like today, for me, that was against Dry Bones. I told myself I'm staying on the ground. If I'm not going to jump if I don't have to jump. And that, I got to game 5 against him, you know? So like, think about like just one thing you want to do next time differently.
Short hops.
Short hops.
Short
would
hops.
be good.
Yeah,
I'd
that's
also-
something I need to practice. I am not very great at it because I use the sticks. You know?
I think we should get a lot of friendlies in. I think we can learn a lot from each other.
Yeah.
And
More me learn from you.
Well-
you got more practice Luigi, better Luigi probably.
Yeah, but also like I play Marth, so like there's a lot of things I get that are just lucky. Like I happen to get a lot of good tippers against you today. I don't know if you noticed, in all of our games, our first stocks would be really close. And I think for us it was a momentum thing where I would just end up getting it first and then I would kind of run away with it. But you're good, dude. You're a good player. And I hope you keep coming. I hope you keep playing.
I've been trying to grind as much as I can.
Yeah.
Somewhat-ish the last 6 months or so. But
One thing you could also try to do, I was talking with Travy about this, is like Luigi gets so much off of being able to nair out of combos when you're getting comboed. try to play around with different timings to throw people off. And like, if Marth's hitting you, what's coming? Up air's coming, right?
Up air always.
It's a fatty hitbox. If it's Fox, what's coming? Up air's coming or back air, right?
Yep.
So just start toying with those, like when you're going to throw in that neutral air and stuff like that. But tell me about your experience at tournaments so far. Like, what's it like, being new to the scene and playing these players? Like, what does it feel like to want to like beat Pugs and beat Par 4? Like, tell me what it's like to be Kellogg right now.
Ugh, God. It's just. I mean, I was playing Par 4 last night. I mean, we had some great games. Yeah, for sure. Our first set against each other was the best set we've played against each other. I really thought I should have. I was so close. Yeah, that would have been huge for me.
And
just
that's going to change too.
but-
Like, you're going to get to a point where you'll feel more comfortable. Like,
I'm glad you played a lot of money matches, I'm not gonna lie. It gives you the mentality that you have to try a lot harder.
Yeah, I love losing $20. It's a good time.
Do you feel as though you try harder in money matches than you do in like regular friendlies? You got the headphones on, man. It gives you a different mentality, man.
Yeah, I try harder, but
Do you get nervous?
it might be more pressure, might make me worse. I don't
Do you
know.
get bracket nerves right now?
Yeah.
How's
Like-
it feel? Well, you were talking to me. He was telling me whenever he was first, he's like, "I'll be fine with bracket nerves. It won't be anything." I was like, "No, dude. It's different when it's over a 1v1. If you're playing you play baseball, so that's 9-on-1.
I mean, I was a pitcher, so it was usually 1v1.
Yeah, but
that
he's
way.
right next to you, man. You see every reaction from them. You see.
I mean, I'm not really looking at the player next to me. It's just, this is a whole different thing to me. It's not something I've practiced
No,
for that long
do
in
you
my
feel
life.
as though
It's just,
do you feel it's something that's different than like a baseball setting where it's a pitcher versus batter, whereas this is like one player versus player? Do you think it's different, or is this the same nerves you got in baseball?
I mean, of course it's different. They're two completely different things. Nerves-wise, I definitely probably get a little more nerves here. I played baseball my whole life.
Yeah,
I was used to it.
But
These nerves were nothing to me. But
Yeah.
these nerves, I mean, they're video games. I always have gotten nervous in video games. Sweaty hands, shaky.
Dude, he has the
I've been always-
clammiest hands. The
Oh,
clammiest.
They get a little
hands.
clammy. They're not that bad. They have not been that bad today.
I'm glad
But
you
yeah,
came.
it's always been that way.
It's
in
really good to see
video
you.
games.
I was talking to Cole about this earlier. He was like, he saw the fire in your eye. He saw you whenever you're hitting good things, you were kind of nodding to yourself, and I was like, yeah, that's right. That's it. You get the mentality going of wanting to get better in this game, and it's just it's a never-ending slope that you can never get.
One of the huge differences, I would say, for the difference between baseball and melee, just nervous-wise, baseball, I would always have a second if I needed to, just take a second breathe because I'm pitching. I have to wait for the catcher to throw it back to me, all that shit. Melee, I have to. It's a continuous I'm
break,
getting
man.
hands.
You can take a breath.
I can
man.
take I can take a millisecond breath if I wanted
If
to.
you're out
really.
of game, no, if you lose a bad game though, I was telling Shane this the other week, if you lose a game, stay on that fucking pause streak.
Okay, I understand that, but
you were going in.
hold
back-to-back.
on. We're talking about losing a whole game,
Yeah,
whereas
yeah,
when we're talking
yeah,
baseball, maybe I lose a pitch,
Yeah.
which is nothing, and then I can reset myself.
Do you feel as though you play better with or without music?
That's a good question. It's different, It's who I'm playing, if
Do you feel as
what
though,
their reactions are,
yeah,
if I want to listen to it or not.
Do you feel as though the music keeps you in the same mentality, or do you feel like it kind of resets you if you can just listen to the lyrics for a couple seconds?
I feel like I definitely play different with and without music. With music, I kind of go with a beat. I'm kind of just feeling myself with the music. Otherwise, I kind of just go off what the other guy's doing a little bit more, I feel like. And
Do you think that different genres of music would affect your play differently then? If you played something a little bit more calmer, do you think that would affect your gameplay more?
I've got no goddamn idea.
you can experiment.
I've only listened to hard rap
That's
while
good.
I've been playing Melee,
That's
so
fine. That's
I
fine.
don't
That's
know.
fine. I'm gonna hand it back to Shane. Sorry, Shane.
what did I want to ask you? What are you thinking about?
I am thinking about getting hammered, but also I am only thinking about beating Par 4's ass next weekly. Oh, next Wednesday. If he's coming over for our place,
Oh,
you coming?
shit. Maybe.
come on over.
Dude, I watched...
The pre-weekly weeklies.
So with my friend Alex and my girlfriend, we watch The Bachelor on Wednesdays.
Oh my god. We watched The Bachelor on
Look,
Wednesday.
we watched The Bachelor on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
But
You actually like that show? Or?
I love trash TV. I love
That's fair,
I
that's
love
fair.
bad television. Yeah. Why don't you guys get out of here? Kellogg, we'll talk more next time.
We will talk
Good
more
games,
next
dude.
Thank
and
you.
Hey, really, don't get down on yourself. It's all melee. It's all fun. And you're literally getting better every week. And again, Marth Luigi. It's like Luigi's nightmare. So
Yeah, but I'm ready for it. You know,
you're ready for it, dude.
I've been training off one of the best Marths here, probably the best Marth here. What am I saying? Fucking that man right there.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is.
Fucking scumbag.
Yeah.
No, we'll get in some dank friendlies, and I'll teach you some shit.
Wait for doubles. Wait for doubles, because me and my man right here are gonna. Me and my man Gaz.
So like people, I don't know, dude.
Wait, are you guys gonna be a team?
Yeah, no, we are a team. So pretty.
I'll take you on 2v1. I'll kick your ass.
Shut the. Literally, like I love it whenever I team with like lower level people because I think like whenever doubles or like you have two high ends and you have two lows, it's a really like it's a really even game.
Yeah.
But then it's like it's Cole and Mario are like two pretty good players, and then it's Kellogg starting out kicking their fucking ass. We went 12-0 one night. We were
Really?
Yeah. No, I go Fox. It's Fox Luigi. Fox Luigi. No, but he hits them back and forth constantly.
Yeah?
Constantly.
If he throws a good one up for me, I will supply it.
You gotta go.
I'm
Yo,
sorry.
Leaf.
We were just over here talking about me and Gaz's when they throw out the double teams. It's game over. It's game over. Nobody's got a chance.
Do you have a teammate?
But we're not good.
Be my teammate.
Like Gaz just said, we 12-0'd them a couple nights ago. It was not even close.
Hey, you be careful. You go get drunk, dude.
We will. Yeah.
But, hey, thanks for sitting down with me, man.
Yeah,
Happy to have you,
Always
man.
fun. Always fun.
Yeah. Keep coming back.
Oh, will do. Will do. Will do.
Not sick anymore. What's up, bro?
Oh, you know me. I've already cringed. Cringed myself out already. What a good turnout.
Yeah.
Honestly. It's always fun having, the Travies
Yeah.
kind of come out of nowhere from out of state and out of town.
Yeah. Dude, you're looking good with the choker
I got
on
the
today,
choker
man. I gotta
on.
say.
Yeah,
I
I
always
gotta-
wanted to be a choker boy, but my Adam's apple's too pokey, dude.
Yeah, my Adam's apple, I feel like sometimes it's like really out and sometimes it's not.
Sometimes you
So-
got an innie and an outie.
it depends on what I had for dinner that night.
So, how did your tournament go today?
It was perfect, honestly. Like, I didn't beat anyone that I should have, and I didn't lose to anyone that I should have.
Mhm.
I was just cruising. I got some clips. My set with Dry Bones was really fun,
Mhm.
even though, like, I got 3-0'd. It was like...
Hey, I gotta talk
each
to
one
you.
was just a shine backer away. It was super fun. Playing Travy was also really fun. I actually love playing Luigi.
I do too. I feel
It's like a different game.
I'm sad of how bad I played against him because I really think I can do much better against Luigi. I just kind of choked and I got a little nervous.
I think you just need more matchups. Like, because I was watching you edge guard,
Mhm.
and like, yeah, like you could just down tilt anytime you up Bs, but
Yeah.
you were down tilting preemptively,
Mhm.
and like you just gotta time it. You could spam down air. You have to like change it up. Like they'll start up being like early to
Yeah.
catch like.
But I'm still happy with how I played today. Game 5, last stock Dry Bones.
Yeah.
And I beat Mario.
And you beat Mario.
So I'm pretty happy with how I played today.
So, though you guys had a run back money match.
Yeah.
How was that?
A
different story.
I won one game, I'll
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that
yeah.
much. I'll say that much. Coyote Cocktail YouTube, baby. Subscribe. Like subscribe.
Shout out to Coyote
Wait, so who did you play? So walk me through your bracket a little bit.
So I got a bye, then I went straight into. I kind of set it up like I would play a Travy.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been playing a lot, so I'm like, I'll probably lose to this guy because he seems pretty good. So
Mhm.
like, I wanted to give him like, I didn't want him to like go straight into like Rick or James. So I was
Mhm.
like, yeah, I'll put him with me. And so I got to play Travy.
Who won?
Travy won 3-0.
So you got 3-0'd by him too.
I did get 3-0 by Travy, but it was all like really fun. I did like SD a lot, but like I got some clips and it was fun.
Yeah.
I was just playing like a lot of shit. Oh yeah. Yeah, you could just like to right click, you shift F10. Shift F10 after you have it selected. I don't have a right click on my computer.
Who's money matching who right now?
I have no idea honestly.
I mean, with Mario, it's always somebody's getting freaking money matched.
So you lost to Travy.
I lost to
You
Travy.
go to
It was
losers
super
bracket.
Sick, fun. I went to losers. I beat par 4. He's very par 4 is like a very classic like person that I would play like after going straight to losers. Where like I don't know how to describe it. He's kind of like you and Slyracha and a little bit of Mario. Where like you know what I mean. Like you have all the tools there. Like you can punish a little bit. You have like some neutral, but like ultimately you just get like run over whenever like better player syndrome starts happening. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of hard to explain. It's like more of like a overwhelming. Like it happens to me whenever I play players like Rick, where like I know I can punish as hard as him. I know I can play neutral as smart as him, but like once he just starts, like executing, like strong moves against my shield, like it's a wrap. And like that's how it was with par 4, where he did some decent punishes, but anytime I hit him in the corner, I was killing him. But it was also fun.
What's your take on Fox Falco?
Fox Falco is, I think it's really fun, depending on like which Falco you play. Like playing Rick's fun, but playing like a Max, like they shoot so many lasers, it's like not as fun.
What do you do about lasers? What's the solution?
I mean, I'm like a freaking doofus, so like I go for like the like, I'm all in. I'm not someone who likes playing conservatively, so like I go for the like when they shoot a laser, I'm like, okay, in my head, I'm like, I'm doing a power shield and I'm wave dashing out of it and I'm up smashing and getting a juicy combo. And so if it doesn't happen, I don't get the power shield. I'm just like stuck in shield. But in reality, what you should do is just like shield it, or maybe even tank the hit, and then like crouch it, and then like reset neutral. Yeah. But I'm like in my head, I'm like, this is what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So when that doesn't happen, But it's a fun matchup. I think Fox wins it as long as you're playing like pretty well.
Yeah.
But I think Falco wins the like late night. You're just kind of like pissing around, kind of like matchup. But,
So you beat par 4, and then who'd you play?
I beat par 4, then I went straight to dry bones. I think,
Mm-hmm.
And then like I said, it was pretty good games. I SD'd a lot, and dry bones got some good edge guards. I don't think I'm very good at recovering with Fox quite yet. Because I like to go low and do like techs and do some weird goof stuff. I don't really mix it up too much, but yeah.
So
I
who won,
definitely could have beat dry bones this week. Like last couple times, I'm like, I just need to get better. But today I was feeling a lot like I could beat him, but I don't know why. I was happy. I would like do a shine. I would drop down with a shine, try to do a back air, and it just would not work out. I just would get stuck in shine, and like I lost 2 games because of that last dog edge guard.
So in this season of play, have you beat him yet?
I've not beat dry bones yet. Yeah.
Is he the guy you're gunning for?
Yeah, I love playing dry bones. I like playing.
I do
against
too.
Falcon now,
I feel like I
honestly.
have really fun sets against him.
Yeah. I just like playing anyone. Like that. There's not a person that I'm like, ooh, I gotta play this guy. Like I know I could beat anyone, and I know I could lose to anyone. So that's fun. That's how I like playing. Like I like playing Fox now.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. I don't know. I'm pretty content with my like where I am skill wise and everything. Maybe I like to get a little bit better, but just trying to get the like stream and kind of content creation. I want to make a using your interviews and stock and all the footage. I want to make like a recap for each week. So like each week we'll have like a combination of the interviews and the gameplay, and like do like a recap, like what happened, and like kind of catch the vibe and stuff. And I think that's like the most fun like kind of thing you could do for like make the most out of like a little thing.
How did the commentary setup go today?
It was good. For some reason, the audio and the gameplay wasn't getting picked up, so it's just going to be commentary, which is fine. I mean, that kind of gets rid of the fact that like you can have loud gameplay and drown out some commentary, which could happen pretty easily. I had the mic turned up really loud, so like hopefully, even whenever people weren't commentating, you can get the like ambiance of the tournament scene. That's always fun. But commentating's like it's fun, but it's not like the best setup, and like you're not really that far away from the people, so it kind of feels like if you talk too loud, you're going to interrupt their gameplay. So it's kind of just like there for fun and stuff. But yeah, I think it went well.
We're
I'm talking about
we're just
your
talking,
mom.
dude.
He's a goober.
I don't know what else to talk to you about this
Talk to
this week.
Talk to me about my black paint.
Dude, I gotta say, you're looking like
They all got the
you're looking like a snack today,
a
dude.
oh. Yeah, I worked out today, you know. Hit the bench. Black
Dude,
BJ boy.
I'm not a BJ boy anymore because I had black jeans and I ripped them right up the
That's what I thought
Dick
these
Valley,
were.
basically, right up the BJ Valley, dude. And so
I got blessed with like the pants fairy last night or something because I could have sworn these had like a giant crotch hole, and I put them on today, and I'm like, there's no hole. The pants fairy must have visited me.
I
put like $5 bill under my pillow, and she gave me a new BJ boy.
$5 BJ?
$5. I mean,
anytime they got the right size, I'll buy them all out. All my pants are the same exact pair of pants. It's a good system.
What brand are we talking? Hold that mic up to your mouth, boy. Yeah, hold that mic up to your mouth.
Well, like, I'm a soprano, so like, what is that brand? No, it's their own shit. Won't catch me dead in Wranglers, bro. What are they?
Something like it's like 2 words in one.
Bootleg or some shit.
No, that's a style.
Good fellow.
Good, yeah, that's it. I
You got the Goodfellas?
These are good fellows.
I thought you said you were a soprano.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit, Leaf's about to. Yo,
last time I did that, I like broke the top of a chair.
dude,
I got fucked.
drop the workout routine, man.
Workout routine.
I'm trying to get big.
It's called dropping $40 on some protein powder supplements, having it for breakfast, having it after your workout, and that's all you need.
What's your workout?
So I tend to do one day is legs, just a whole day for legs, which is like squats, like weighted squats on the squat machine. You know, like
Do you hit the gym or you at
I
home
work at a gym,
workout?
so, like,
Okay.
you get to hit it after work. So you do squats, and then you do leg extensions for
Uh-huh.
your quads, and then you do
Uh-huh.
a hamstring extension for your hamstrings.
Uh-huh.
And then like
What about those arms? Tell me about those
the
arms.
arms. So you got to do a pull and a push day. So yesterday I did a pull day, which was deadlifts, and then curls, and then like the curl machine.
Curls for the girls.
Curls for the girls. And then today was push. So, you know, your bench press, and then your tricep pull downs. So if you have access to a gym, little guy that has like 2 balls on a rope, you put it on it's on like the pulley system, and then you like push it down. Just extend your arms as you do it. So it's pretty much just all about like understand, like you can literally look up like, you know, what workouts to do for what, you know, what muscle groups. Just do like 3 sets of 3 for each one.
Do you like fitness?
I do like fitness. I like got into fitness because I wanted to do martial arts, and I'm like, I got to be in shape to do these things. Because I was doing capoeira, which is like, you need so much core, and you need so much shoulder and tricep strength, so you can do like handstands and a bunch of shit. You know, I was like, okay, I need to get like in pretty good shape first before I can do anything. And then I got a little bit addicted to like working out, because it's just like, it's so much easier to just go to the gym and just be like, all right, I'm going to work out this muscle group, and then like, you know, flex in the mirror after you're done. Instead of like, okay, now I need to apply these with like martial arts and stuff,
Yeah.
because that's the hard part. So yeah, it's just like.
Wait, actually, 1 second.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, part 4. I gotta ask him about, and you don't have to get up. Parker. Parker. Come here real quick. Just real quick. I just have one question for you. Everybody wants to beat you right now.
Yeah, that's what I
I got Pugs saying recorded on the mic, Nixon style. I got the tapes saying he's coming for you.
Yeah,
I got Kellogg saying he's coming
Kellogg
for you.
said that
What's
too.
going on with this, dude?
I don't know. I think I'm just because James is always saying I'm just like right at a top 8, like top of the amateur bracket, but like the lowest out of the amateur bracket. So I think I'm just right in that zone where I'm like competitive with a lot of people, but just like have the edge. But I think once these new players get like more tournament experience, it's gonna be more even.
But for now, you're beating them.
Yeah, because they all play better in friendlies, just like everyone. But yeah. But
I was talking earlier, like when I was playing you, it's like every player that's like around your skill level has like all the same, like it has all the tools. Like you, I mean, honestly, Shane, Dag, it's like you like just need to like more experience of like getting nared in the corner and getting like shield pressured and like what to do out of like high pressure situations. Yeah. Yeah.
Really, like, like, okay, this is where like you can obviously tell like you're missing like an L cancel like at some point. You know, never mind.
Yeah, it's like my biggest advice is just like play as much like top players as you can at that point.
Yeah, well, I feel like I wanted to get on the mic earlier this week, but we'll be on the mic longer next week. But I wanted to talk about the progression because it feels like it's not like straight up. It goes improve a little bit, like a little bit, and then you sort of hit a wall. And you just gotta like grind it out, and then you just get like have a big improvement really quick. So that's what I feel like.
I remember like when I went from 10th best in Springfield like to top 3, top 4.
Yeah.
It was early when I was playing Falcon. I was like, I'm gonna learn tech chasing. It was like that one thing, you know what I mean? So like I'm actually like not the best person to ask. It's like I just learned a technique. And then I got marginally better.
But you don't play Falcon.
But I don't play Falcon anymore.
Yeah.
Now I'm top 6 because Falcon's broken.
Yeah. Wait, you're Lief, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I gave up the Falcon. It was like a drug. It was like Falcon carried me.
I don't know. It's just something weird. Like I just need to break past this wall, and I feel like I'll have a really good, like a big improvement in just a small amount of time, and it just slows down again. So.
I think too, traveling and playing other players.
Just playing like as many people as I can.
Because I remember thinking, man, I suck. And then I traveled and I went to St. Louis and I was playing like their like fringe top 10 players and I was beating them. And I'm like, maybe people in Springfield are just okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
Mario was talking about that. Going to like another college to compete. He just got past all the mental blocks and was doing really good.
Right, yeah.
Because you just like play the same people every week. You kind of get in a rut.
For real.
We need to get a camera for like Joe Rogan's house.
Yeah, we need. I'll be Springfield Joe Rogan. I'll do some DMT. I'll do DMT right here, right now.
Yeah. Dude, we need to play chess next week. I heard you talking about it. We should play. It sounds like you're really good because you said your dad was really good. But
my dad is hype as a chess player, but Mark's probably much better than me.
Did he like teach you?
My dad?
Yeah.
Kinda, but my dad was a stressful guy to play chess with because like he knew the game so well. So like I'd be like 5 years old and I just move a piece, be like, no, that's not what you want to do. So it was hard for me to get into chess, but I've been playing a lot for fun lately. My dad, actually, his middle school was so good at chess, their chess team, that another school district called off the leg of the state championship tournaments because they just knew they would lose to his school. What's cool about my dad's school is like my dad kind of just lived in like a pretty hood area, and they just happened to have a dank ass chess team. Like, so
you gotta at least show up.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know, but who usually brings it? Mark.
Mark's really good at chess. His ELO is like 1300 or some shit on there. I'm XX Marthgod, dude. No, I actually have a few usernames. I have XX Marthgod.
On what?
How'd you know that? Oh.
What, on
so
chess.com?
I'm XX Marthgod. I'm Yamcha Fan 69. And I'm also just Shane Page. So I have like 3 accounts.
What do you play on chess.com?
My chess.com is Yamcha Fan 69. My Lee Chess account is XX Marthgod.
Yeah, I like
XX.
Lee Chess. I don't play that much, but Lee Chess is way better.
I like the sound effects more on chess.com. So
the only you like know people that are good at chess that want to join the army or something.
It's like a cliche kind of thing, but like the chess champion dude will typically be this like strategist that exceeds the realms of just chess.
Yeah.
But like most likely the person who's just good at chess, they just studied the game of chess. It doesn't like
like it's just a game.
Yeah, they're not gifted in like tactical warfare or like medical science.
Because
like,
it is like a little
like
battle. It's like a
little.
little.
It's like you're playing a game with pieces that are mostly like fictional now because we play in the like digital world, but like, or it could be like plastic, and it's like.
Yeah,
it doesn't I don't know. There's just something weird about that.
Yeah, I got what you were saying, but I didn't know if you were talking about like a specific person or something.
No, there's like a Hollywood is bastardized. 7, dude. What's up with that guy? What's up with him?
Is 7 good at chess?
Rick, have you ever played something that you were just natural at, played in skill, or like traits taught over time? I think like talent, or like I think I was good at over time. Immediately, I'd say games. I don't know. I've been playing video games since as a kid.
Someone said you're good at PM. I don't know.
I do feel that about games. Like, so Faith and I we downloaded that indie game for Palestine, like, thing that Lauren had anti-static on. And we got this game called Calico, where you ride, like, cats, and you, like, do little chores around the house to, like, get some, like, cats for your cafe. And, like, I'm watching like, my partner do it, and she's just, like, you know, doing like things. It takes her like 20 minutes to do a task, and then I get it, and I'm like, I find out like the fastest way to run, and I'm like jumping over shit, and I'm like, okay, you can cancel dialogue if you do, you know, like, she's like, just play the game, Turner. And I'm like, no, you can cancel dialogue.
The decancel.
Shauna got really into Animal Crossing, which like I played as a kid. It wasn't like for the enjoyment of what Animal Crossing I think is trying to do. It was just more of like, I need to get all the cool shit as fast as possible. Like, I need to figure out how to catch the biggest fish or whatever. It was never like I'm going to play Animal Crossing to relax. It's hard being a gamer.
I can never play that game very long. I think I probably played it a little bit, but like some people are really into that game.
I've seen some pretty amazing, which is like a totally another skill set that like I would never be able to do, where they like totally nitpick and like develop their islands to where it's like, it's amazing. Like I'm looking at these works of art where mine is like, oh, I got my crib, but I got all this shit unlocked, but like it's nowhere on the island to be found. It's like, yeah, I'm the achievement.
Animal Crossing? Is it the new one or the old one for the GameCube?
Oh, this is for the Switch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm like achievement hunting, and Shauna's like, why don't you log on anymore? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Like,
I unlocked
it's kind of boring.
everything.
She's like, well, I planted all the flowers outside the house today. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'll check it out sometime. And I'm like, man, I don't want to log on. Like,
Does it still do that thing where you can, like, all your houses are next to each other on the same memory card? Like, same account or something?
You're like the mayor or whatever. You get your own crib. And then people on the same console get their own place, too. They count as, like, villagers. So she's at my place. She lives on my island, but she has her own house.
So the first person to log on just gets to be the mayor?
I think they're a mayor. There's some kind of like status thing because they have different dialogue with people than the second person who logs on or whatever.
Yeah, the GameCube one was cool because everyone on the same memory card is like in a little village square, and you can send letters to other people.
That's so wholesome.
It's pretty
That's
cool.
wholesome, dude. Shout out to the moms.
Yeah. My brother used the same thing to like evade taxes on Animal Crossing.
You shouldn't bring this up on Coyote Cocktail.
he like deferred all his taxes to some alias he made named Bob or fucking Carter.
This is a little too true
what was
to
that
like
guy's name
real
that
life.
You like sent all your taxes to on Animal Crossing? Oh man.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, that's true. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Don't incriminate. He's trying to get out of some time.
You were tax evading on Animal Crossing. Yeah, you did, dude. You showed
What do you
me.
think about like what were you naturally good at? Was it games too? You say games?
So I was naturally good at Chinese checkers. My family, I would always take the pot. I was good at poker too, actually. But honestly, my
Same
biggest
thing,
thing was
man.
probably rock skipping. I'm like, I don't know anyone that's better at rock skipping than me.
How many skips?
At least 30, man.
What?
I could skip a stone.
Yeah, some people are just really good at that. Like my cousin, he was really good at rock skipping.
Yeah, I'm just good at throwing. Yeah, I can throw playing cards. I can throw like a rock like 40 miles away. I don't know. Like I could just throw for no reason, and it's a pointless skill. I wish I like was good at like business. or something.
You go pro in baseball, man. Yeah, just make a TikTok.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll blow up.
Yeah, I think like marketing, like going to like a stream and like, you know, it's like it's like skating where you like go to a spot and you like, you know, it's like a famous spot and you like skate it.
Well,
but
have
you can
ever
do it like
measured
rock skipping. Where
like
like
how fast you can throw? You ever measured it?
I've never measured it. No.
Yeah, get a radar gun and make a TikTok.
Yeah, I gotta
Come
get the
over.
radar gun.
Yeah.
I
I
got a
don't know
cannon.
I don't know anyone with a radar gun.
Seven's gotta have a radar gun. What do you think about you having a radar?
I use it to track how fast I can run. Like I have like one of my various girlfriends hold it like while I run past them.
Very.
That's wild.